Okay, I kind of already messed with the options. I think we're ready to go. Let's do this, guys. New game. Photosensitive seizure warning. This game contains flashing lights and John cannot read that fast. So, warning. You have that sensitivity.
Are you filled with feelings of self-doubt? Do you find yourself prone to minimizing massive dilemmas? Or for allowing the smallest problems to get blown completely out of proportion? At the Pierce Institute, our patent-pending Somnosculpt technology provides safe and effective dream therapy while you rest in the comfort of our flagship clinic. Located right next to the secondary overflow parking lot at the University Medical Center. Somnosculpt will make your dreams come true.
Dream therapy. Interesting. Finally, I don't have to be awake. Oh, this is interesting. My controls are on like a wall right in front of me. Dream therapy android. All right. Oh, that wasn't there before. Was it? That was my tutorial wall a second ago. Okay, let's check out this note. What is this? Oh crap, I just signed it. I was trying to look at it. I don't know what I signed. I can't read it. Is there a way to like zoom in? Never sign anything until you read it, guys. What is that? Terms of service. I don't think I can zoom in. This is terrible. Well, I think we'll find out what we agreed to, won't we? Yes, I think it is similar to Stanley Parable, Arthur, which I loved Stanley Parable. Such a cool game. Yeah, good game, John. Good game. Game over. Oh, there's like an intercom here, too. 208. This is a fairly short game from what I've heard of. If I'm not super stuck anywhere, we could finish it today. Perception is reality. Grab. So we grab, what is that, like a chess piece? I like the shadow effects. Wait. See, this is what I saw in the trailer. It looks bigger now than when I first picked it up. Finish game? Today? I thought I subscribed to John Cadia. Right, Tiny? I made that mistake with, what is that game? Resident Evil. People had told me I only had 2 hours left. For me, it was like 5 hours left. So if I lift it up... Boom! It grows because we shrink it, but when it comes back down, just because of perspective, it gets larger. Boom! That's so cool. How big can we make this thing? Oh gosh, I might be able to kill myself. Oh no! Can we get any bigger? That is awesome. Amazingly, we can still grab it, no matter how big it is. Oh, thank you, Relentless, for the photosensitive warning. So yeah, if you do have any of that, if you see some flashing, look away real quick, or sometimes you can even turn down the brightness a bit, which can help with that flashing effect. Or it's just how close it is to you when you grab it. That makes sense. So like this one is really big. Oh, that would make sense. So if I zoom, if I get further away and grab it, now it's smaller. That is so cool. But if I grab it really close, now it's huge again. Wow. That is neat. It's like, how do you even program that? Can we jump over things or do we have to move everything? Oh, we can jump. Okay, spacebar. Some people have experienced dissociation due to the nature of the game. Oh, I didn't read that whole thing. Due to the nature of the dream set. Disassociation, that's when you kind of like how would you define dissociation due to the game? Is that where you...
Terms of service accepted. Congratulations on falling asleep.
I'm asleep.
Welcome to Somnosculpt. Your progress may be monitored by qualified specialists. This orientation will adapt you to eyelids, our interactive, lucid induction dream state in which you retain full consciousness and control.
Okay, so we're in a dream, but we have full control of everything. It's like an out-of-body experience, but it manifests itself differently with everybody. I was going to say, you feel like you're not really in reality. Is that Gladys? I need to hear it again. I couldn't tell based on the, it didn't quite have the same effect, but it could be the same voice actress. So it's a break in how your mind handles information. You may feel disconnected from your thoughts, feelings, and memories and surroundings. It can affect your sense of identity and your perception of time. Okay, yeah, we don't want that. All right, I guess we just start grabbing things. What's in here? Now we got a big old box. Hold right click to rotate. Oh, okay. It's huge. Let's shrink it down. There we go. How small can we make it? That's so cute. Look at that. Look at this little box. You've had periods of disassociation at work, and it's better now because you have 1 week left. Oh, I bet. Oh, Tiny, just counting down the minutes. How exciting. We should probably grab this guy. Almost killed myself. Oh, do we put the chess pieces on? If I get real close. That's almost the right size. It could be a little bit smaller. You know what? I bet there's something behind here. Oh, can you go back and look at the wet floor sign in the hallway? Let me go check that out. Wet floor sign. Oh, I totally missed that, monkey. You know, it's that thing you do with your brain where if you see something that looks familiar, you don't even think about it. I just assumed that said wet floor. It says press space to jump. That's pretty clever. I was just trying to figure it out on my own. It's like, okay, time to start mashing buttons, figure out which button actually gets me over that. Oh, I see something behind there. Wait, I want to get farther away, make it small. Ah, but we're going to need to, oh, and I can do that to rotate it. Get up there. I bet this would work. Tajay, you can't stay long, but wanted to stop in and say hi. What's going on, Tajay? Good to see you, dude. I'm just going to, like, wreck my brain trying to figure this game out. Hopefully you got some good sleep last night, Tajay. Thanks for dropping in, though, by the way. I also want to tell all you guys. My wife is starting to try streaming again on her own channel, Wonderlandy. Let me give you guys a link real quick if you guys want to follow it. And I'm streaming on there with her. I almost typed John Cadia. There it is. There's the link. So we streamed some Final Fantasy XIV on there yesterday. And we're probably going to do some more maybe tonight. It's going to be very random, just whenever we have time. No real schedule set right now, but yeah, you should definitely drop in and say hi. No objects beyond this point at all times. That's weird. It's like almost like a glass sort of material. It looks like one of those funny mirrors, doesn't it? Sea of Thieves for this stream, Monkey? I do want to try that game out sometime. I don't know if I would stream it. Well, let's try taking a block through. Oh, is it going to make like duplicates? And are they going to be all weird looking like that? Well, that didn't work. Let me just try walking through with it. What if we go backwards? Oh no, I can't go backwards with it either. No, it was telling the truth. The dogs have an opinion of this game. Okay, so we need to get the block on there. No objects beyond this point at all times. Let's see, I need to get it bigger. So what do I have to do that? I have to get closer to it, right? I lost it. I hope I didn't need that one. Okay, so I definitely have to put something on here. Did I just break the game? I was trying to, like, push the block up into the wall to see if I could grab it again and make it bigger. I guess I could grab one of these, huh? Oh, everything's in that room. Okay. Oh, it came back. They must... Gotta be something to do with that. Maybe it has something to do with all of these mirrors. Although I can't see myself, which is interesting. Rainbow, how is it going, Rainbow? Oh, you'll be back soon to watch? Awesome. Yeah, I've never played this game before. It's super fascinating so far. Look at that. It's right there. Is that a different room? Oh, it totally is. I thought it was like a mirror. There we go. Oh, now we got to grab it. And try to get up here with it. So we need it a little bit bigger. A little bit bigger than that. Try this. Just barely enough. Yeah, the mirror in the face looks just like Ethan. Missing. We're never going to know what Ethan looked like.
You can move freely, interact with surrounding objects, and listen to messages from your patient care team. Please note that I am the standard orientation protocol and that my voice has been explicitly chosen to remind you that I am not a part of your patient care team. I do not care.
That might be Gladys. I'm not sure. I could tell if I could like I would believe if it was, but I can't quite tell by that. Oh, back to... What the hell just happened? Oh, it was always like that. It's like painted on the wall. Is that right? I looked down at the paint. That's cool. Back here it just looks like a chess piece. I can use this. That's a trip. Yeah, I do not care. Ma'am, you hurt my feelings. You cut me deep. I want to take this with me, but you can't take these through these kind of windows, can you? Yeah. I love the elevator music. Very chill, relaxing while you play this bizarre game. Look at this room. Okay, let's take this out. I like that. The guy's just, I don't know. I don't know what you're trying to do, John. Oh, okay, so we have to get it in there. Can I reach that? Oh, just barely. There we go. Was that what I was supposed to do? Yeah, Arthur, the voice is very close to GLaDOS. Hold right click and rotate. What is that? Is that a piece of cheese? So do we put it here so we can get closer to it? Oh, am I supposed to put it back in there? Can't actually remove that. Maybe I just put it on here. There's like something on the floor here too. Oh, I have to get way up there. Okay, so maybe we can increase the size of this thing to the point where it's like a ramp to get all the way up. Boom. Like that. Now we can rotate it. Is that going to be tall enough? That might be. Let's try it out. Oh, not quite. Let's get it just a little bit bigger. Gosh, the way this game works is so cool. Ready, set, go! I don't think there's any run. Oh, not quite. Well, now I should just be able to scoot it closer. I think that was my problem. Oh no, I shrunk it. Maybe I just need it even bigger. There we go. That could be close enough. Ooh.
During eyelids, you will lose the ability to awaken suddenly due to realizing that this is a dream. Evidence: I have already informed you that this is a dream. You did not wake up. Please complete the remaining orientation activities.
See, definitely getting Portal vibes from this game as well. 12:05 a.m. Snooze. Press the snooze button. I do like shiny objects, Hasifa. I'm easily distracted. I mean, they teach you that in adventure games. Anytime there's something important, it usually twinkles in the background. Oh, there's some boards here. Really, Artho? I missed that. One of the clocks is on 05. Well, I see a few different ones. 12:55, 12:05. They're all AM, it looks like. 0:15. There's a few different times. Interesting. I assume they were all 12:05 when I first looked. We can move these. Yeah, right. Relentless, aka what the rest of the world uses. Hey, welcome back, Rainbow. Good to see you. Nice. You're like, you know what? They have enough help. I could take a break for a moment. Good to see you, Rainbow. How are you doing? Yes, Spider Monkey. I'm really enjoying this game. Have you tried it before? It's really mind-trippy puzzle game so far. Dream Soda.
Warning. You have deviated from the orientation pathway.
Uh-oh.
At the Pierce Institute, patient safety is a keynote in our corporate priority tetrahedron. A variable degree of force can and will be authorized to ensure patient safety. Please return to the orientation pathway.
I'm not even sure how to get in here. Oh, because there's a little button right there. What do we do, guys? Do we go this way where they're going to forcibly push us to the right path? Or do we do what they want us to do? Put the block in there and keep on going that way. You know what I want to do. Stares into Cameron European. You know, I've never been a big fan of military time, at least what I call it, what the rest of the world uses it. And mostly because, like, it makes me do, maybe because I'm so used to our standard method of doing time, AM, PM, I always have to do a little bit of math to think about what time it really is. And I do it so seldomly, it does take me that little bit of extra to think about it. Whereas, I think why we call it military time, they do things at crazy hours, missions, different things like that. So it makes sense that, like, you have to know specifically, oh, it is, you can't just say 8 o'clock, it could be 8 a.m., 8 p.m., you don't know. But if I ever just in daily life make plans with somebody, if I say 4 o'clock, you know it's 4 p.m. I don't even have to state that. Ooh, which one do we want? I want baking soda. A can of baking soda? That's awesome. And mini soda? What is water? Oh, I guess soda water. It's so tiny. Can we make it bigger? Not so mini anymore. Ooh, do they have bacon soda? I wouldn't be surprised if that's a thing. Mini soda. The North Star drink. North Star. You know, a long time ago, my dad worked for a company called North Star. That's funny. It's kind of weird. Surreal, isn't it? I think it was like a telecommunication thing. Please use the other door. What other door? This is the only door. Do I have to put something on here to open the door? No. It's like, how do I press that down? It looks like there's a AC duct up there. I was wondering if there's another way to get around this. Yeah, what does random soda give us? I assume it's one of the other options. Not good. It didn't give us anything. We broke it. You broke it, Relentless. You just had to know what random soda was. No, we don't get anything now. Well, at least I got my mini soda. I really want to open up this door. What other door is it talking about? It must be telling us to go back. You know, let's take our mini soda. Is this the mini one? What if I put this in there instead of the block? That probably won't make any difference. There we go. Now it's nice and tiny. It worked. Oh, God. Maybe it doesn't work. Nope. Can't use the soda. I think it's because it's rolling around. It's not meant for that. Oh, gonna head out early. Can't tell if it's warm or if it's a fever. Oh, maybe, yeah, from the shot. Definitely take lots of water. Get lots of rest, Tiny. Thank you for stopping in. Hope that you feel good soon. Okay, let's try this. Much better. I really want to go this way. Am I missing something? I don't think I can interact with anything else. I thought maybe there's a way to go up or something. It worked like a battering ram. You can't really throw items as far as I can tell. It just drops it straight down. Yeah, even if it's really big, you can't quite really do anything to that. I think that's all we can do in there. I think that's it. Yes, Rainbow, 100%. Lots of water. Anytime your body's fighting off anything, water's the most important thing. Yeah, shake it. Pull the tab. Oh. Somebody broke one of these glasses. So obviously I'm supposed to go through this door, but I'm way more interested in going through this. Maybe I should take the block with me. There we go. Can I get through there? Oh, no, maybe I can't. Oh, the button's down there. I see. That is so weird. I love that.
All environments perceived during eyelids should reflect a typical mental state. If you believe your mental state was compromised by Somnasculpt, please provide a comprehensive, rational explanation in your post-procedural survey. Completed surveys may be eligible for a gift card.
So if we messed with your brain, give us a full report, maybe we'll give you a gift card. What? Really? No objects beyond this point. A gift card for what? More weird sleep, like study stuff? I don't know. Okay, so we need to get it right there. Oh, we have to get up there. Okay. Can't quite tell if I'm beyond the point or not. Right there? Oh god, no. Not quite. Let me shrink it down a little bit. There we go. Oh, you can kind of tell from the light where it actually is in space. Because see, if I move it a little bit to the left, now it's in front of the wall. But if I move it here, once that shadow kicks in, you can tell you're further above the wall where I want it to be. So let's try dropping it right there. There we go. Oh, that's a trip. And it's interesting that it's all like kid blocks, you know? No items, video surveillance. People without items beyond this point will be fine. Don't bring anything. I gotta be sure I read all the signs, because there's probably a lot of clever little jokes in there. Interesting. I'm not big on chess. Is that the rook? Or, no, the knight. Isn't the horse the knight? Hold on. Is that the same area? Yeah, it's like repeating over and over. Okay, this is trippy. Yeah, just erase the D instead of find. You'll be fine. I like that. And there's a whole bunch of different chess pieces here. Pawns, knights, and some fruit. And it looks like a bunch of rotten fruit at the bottom. But I can't interact with any of it. Okay, I guess I just go to the exit. Point of that. I don't know what the puzzle was. Maybe I missed something. Okay, so this sign looks like it's broken. Oh, check that out. It even casts like some red light. So that opens that door. No, it opens up both doors. Okay, what about this one? That only opens up that door. Yeah, no canonical items past this point. I need to play Control again. I never did the DLC. I'm especially interested... Look at it's dancing. I'm especially interested in the DLC that has to do with Alan Wake, because I loved that game. So, I kind of want to try going backwards. Can I, like, topple this over? There we go. Oh, no. I was wondering if there's some way I can make it so it stands on there and I can also jump on it. But no, it's a little too flat, I think. Unless I made it really, really big. Now I just need to knock it over, right? Oh, not quite. That's probably not what I'm supposed to do. Let's just try this door. Uh-oh. This room's kind of empty. I don't know how they programmed that rainbow, but it's a really cool mechanic. Okay, there's definitely something to do with this other door, isn't there? Oh, oh! I almost jumped on it. It's tough, though, because when you're on it, you actually affect it. So I might accidentally knock it over. Ooh! Where am I? Oh, we're back here. I don't know if I want to be back here. Invisible Llama, how are you doing? Hope you're having a good weekend so far. Happy Saturday. Okay, where did this go again? I don't think we want to go any further back. There's got to be something to do with this weird looping area. Look at this. We can see both knights at the same time. This one and that one. But I can't seem to modify them. Oh, I am doing fantastic, Llama. I'm so happy I have a 4-day weekend. I'm kind of in the middle of it right now, just enjoying some time off. I'm trying to think if there's something I can do to trick the system from looping. I can't seem to grab anything. Maybe... And I can't take items past that area. Wait, why isn't it affecting this one? Before, didn't it affect that one before? What if I pick it up again? Oh, I guess it's this one that does both. There we go. And I can't move it there. Can I push it over the wall? Oh, is that a hole right there? Look at that. Oh, I need to mess around with animated emotes. I haven't even really looked into it yet. Does every streamer get animated emotes? I think that might be the case. No, I can't. I guess there's not a hole there. I don't even know why I would want a hole in the wall. There's nothing to put it in over there. Do partners get them first? That makes sense. I really felt like, oh, do we have to hold them both at the same time? Look how big that is. Oh, I lost it. Try it again. This time stay there. Oh, and then does that... Oh, that opens the second door. Okay. I didn't even think about trying to do both doors at the same time.
Please stand by for polite recognition on your completion of the Somnasculpt orientation. You did it. To maximize the time allotted for your therapeutic journey, please do not delay in proceeding through the final doorway as indicated.
Final doorway? This isn't over. You're lying to me. But she's telling me do not hesitate. That makes me think I should hesitate. I love that animated emote. Just freaking out. There's really nothing else to do. The music stopped. Interesting. Whoa. Just love that weird kind of a carnival mirror vibe. Brick wall. Oh, there's a hole in the wall. Can we see something through there? Oh, they don't animate on Fire TV? Yeah, I bet all of the different apps, like for phones and smart devices and TVs and stuff, they're all going to have to update their Twitch app to support that. And knowing Twitch, it could be a little while. I figure must be something in here I can kind of grab and take with me. I see a dolly right there. I can't grab that. Bucket? Nope. I see a door there. I haven't tried on mobile yet, Rainbow. I do have my tablet streaming this just so I can verify everything's working okay. I don't have chat on there, though. Let me try to minimize that. They do not animate on my tablet. Although my tablet's kind of old, so I don't know if that's the problem. You know, there's actually a bunch of gaps we can look into. I see some boxes there. What about this one? Oh, I see some cheese. Yoink. That's what we need. We push this down? No. Maybe we can use the cheese to knock something down. I was going to say throw it through there. Maybe there's another button we have to press down. That's the exit right there. I guess that's the trick with the animated emotes. Be sure if you make one, it looks good both animated and not animated, because not everyone will see it. Oh, if I get it really big, maybe I can fit through that gap. Right, turning it the right way. I think it's going to be kind of like that. Need it a little bit closer to the wall. Actually, I kind of want it sideways. It's some huge cheese, isn't it? Oh, I think that's too far away. Yeah, I want to get it a little closer here. It's tough doing positioning and changing the size of it at the same time. That takes some practice. Like I was hoping, ooh, maybe I can jump through that gap if I get close enough. I might not have to have it that big. Maybe just big enough to reach that gap. I'm not even sure if that's the right idea. Oh, maybe I can actually jam it inside of there. Which now it's really small. I was kind of hoping you could knock it down, too. Okay, let's try it right here. Oh, not quite. There's a few walls, though. I wonder if any of them are... There we go. That one can be knocked down. Holy crap. One of them had to go. So the exit was just on the other side over here, I think. That one's labeled exit, but what's this way? Oh, I think they both loop around. Yeah, this definitely gives me Portal vibes, like we were someplace we shouldn't be. Yeah, good call, Rainbow. Good call. You know, you guys might not be able to see it. In the bottom right corner, every time I go into a new room, there's like a little floppy disk icon telling me that it's saving. So, you know you're making progress every time you see that. Oh, crap! Did we just wake up? The level is loading right now, I think is what that said. Stop it. Stop it. 3 a.m. Oh, how's the sound, everybody? I haven't tweaked it at all. Hopefully it's loud enough for you guys. A bunch of pictures of clouds. Sweet bee. Strange, it's all blocked off. Private, that's where we want to go. Sound is good? Excellent, thank you. It's like we're in an office, but our bedroom was here? This is interesting. Talk about sleeping at work. Okay, we have another one of these. Relentless. We're going to get you that random soda. Hey! It worked this time. It's actually random soda. That's cool. Good, we didn't break it this time. How about the baking soda? Maybe we can only get so many before the thing breaks. Water soda. Yeah, I think third time's a charm. So it wasn't actually the random soda that broke it. It only gives you 2. Don't get greedy with that soda machine. It doesn't even ask for money. It's like an arcade on free play. This is looking a lot prettier. And the colors changed and everything. Like we're in a fancy hotel now. Some doors are best left closed. I just pulled the fire alarm. I got an achievement. It didn't actually set off any fire alarms. That thing was almost empty. Somebody needs to replace that. I don't know if it's worthwhile trying every door. It doesn't seem like it. There's the exit. But I kind of want to go down this way first. And Ring Banana, welcome back. You say, you know my username. Sorry if that nickname bugs you, but you do have such a nice voice to listen to. I appreciate it. Ring Banana, good to see you again. I will take the compliment gladly. How are you doing? Okay, now it's getting a little weird. Some of these pictures are kind of off kilter a little bit. Whoa! I'm too big. Wait, hold on. That's a weird perspective. So that's not a hallway I can go down. It's actually like a miniature. It's messing with me. Is there some way I can change that? I'm not too sure. Oh, you just took a nap. You must be feeling pretty good. I've never been able to nap. Unless I'm like really sick or something. I just never been a napper. But that's awesome if you can. I love the sound this thing makes when it's almost dead. Push bar to open. Or just rip door off hinges. That works too. I don't trust this game. Okay, here's the exit. But of course I have to try going down this way. That looks like it's just painted there. That doesn't look real. Oh, it's sticking out. Oh, that's cool. Look at that. I thought it was like a weird reflection, but it's actually just graphics that are sticking out like that. That's bizarre. Whoa. Okay, when we go back here, it looks warped, but it does look like it's flat. But as we get closer, it stretches, and boom, it's a whole nother way to go. Legend! I'm live since when? Noon. We start on Saturdays at noon, Legend. Welcome to the stream. Welcome to John Cadia. Oh, this looks like one of those doors you can't take objects through. See, now it looks like we're in a hangar or something. It's like a set. I feel like there's been so many different directions to go. I'm missing things. Dingo, how's it going, Dingo? And Christian, what's in the box? We haven't found a box yet, but when we do, I'll let you know. Okay, so these exit signs are messing with me. They keep saying go this way. Go this way. Whoa, look at that. When I grab this thing, it changes the wall right there, or the door. Do I have to aim these at this? Now, is this the exit? I don't know if it's going to make a difference, but let's aim all of these here. You know, we don't really know much about the story in this game, Dingo, except that we are here for some kind of sleep study therapy. And as we're wandering around this area, we can grab objects and use perspective to tweak different puzzles and make our way forward. It's really interesting. Like this sign, for example, it looks pretty big, right? If I grab it way back here, Now it's tiny. If I come up close and grab it, now it's huge. Oh gosh. I hope I didn't need that. Now it's massive. So this game is really neat. Okay, good. Now they're all aimed this way. Oh, this looks like it just goes back the way I came, huh? Did I miss something here? I wonder if there's another door. Wait. There's something back there. Maybe we can use one of these signs to get up there. Yes, this game is on Steam. I think you can get it on the consoles as well. Maybe with a few of these put together, I can make a ramp or something. Like, I kind of want it to... Oh, there we go. Oh, what's up here? StairCon. Annual conference. Don't you guys want to go to StairCon? Learn all about the stairs? What's new in stair technology? Okay, let's go this way. I've never been to any kind of convention for anything, but once all this COVID mess has died down a bit more and they're doing those, definitely want to check that out. Any kind of con, I don't care. Eggshell. Are these passwords? What is this? Materials, aluminum, plastic, cloud insert, portal prototype, Z clipping. It looks like they're notes for making this game, doesn't it? Rainbow, learn about the ups and downs. I like that. You should make slogans. Oh, we got a radio here.
Hello, my name is Dr. Glenn Pierce, and I'd like to talk to you about being special. So special, in fact, that we have no idea where you are.
Uh-oh.
But not to worry, we're working on it.
Because I broke out of their puzzle, they don't know where I am. Can we open this up? No. See, that all looks fake in there. I don't know what the deal with that is. Oh my gosh. Yuki Kimori. 6 months already? And it's your birthday, Yuki? Really? You came here on your birthday? I don't think you know how birthdays work, Yuki. It's a little tricky, but you should not be giving presents. You deserve presents on your birthday. Thank you so much for the subscription, Yuki. 6 months. Let me drop some tokens and then let me drop some extra for your birthday. And of course, you know what happens on your birthday in Junkadia. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Yuki Kimura. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, Yuki. Thank you so much for the subscription. I can't believe it's been 6 months already. I always ask this just as a reminder, both to myself, but what were we streaming at the time when you first came to Junkadia? I'm trying to think about what we were doing 6 months ago. That was probably Christmas time, right? November, December time frame. What were we playing then? Orwell. Oh, such a good one. And that was a game Nate requested that I play. Makes sense. Makes sense. Oh, that was such a good game. And one of your friends gave you a hard time about the presents thing. I already gave them insulated wine tumblers and bug bands for your birthday. Bug bands? What are bug bands? That's so funny. Don't be giving people things on your birthday. Save that for their birthdays or just a random day. But your turn to be treated. Thank you very much, Yuki. Oh, did you guys get all these things? No, there's still one left. My bad. You got an invisible catch. Forgot to change that back. All right. I feel like we broke out of the Matrix. You know, before I leave this area, let me just check the sides. There might be something around the edges too. Really dark. Kind of creepy. Oh, I think that one was missed. Let me drop one more. Happy birthday again, Yuki. No, there's really not much here. I'll check the other edge real quick, though. Oh, that's really cute. I love how you say that, Yuki. And I decided to stay forever. I'm glad you decided to stay, Yuki. You're awesome. And thank you again so much for the sub. Oh, there's some more stuff over here. With this blue diagram. We can grab it. Oh. That was weird. It just drew out this area, maybe? I don't know what that is. I didn't get any kind of achievement or anything for that. Happy Womb Eviction Day. Get out of there. I love that. Oh, and relentless. Good catch on that last one. All right, I think we're done here. Let's go in the next room. Do we take door 1 or door number 2? Are they the same? They look the same. I don't see any difference. Wait a second. Look at that. This is weird. If I look back the way we came, there's like a scissor lift right there. If I look on the other side, there's no scissor lift. Did it move? It's there. It just... Maybe... I don't know. Maybe I couldn't see it from that direction, but... That seemed kind of weird to me. It might just be because my viewpoint's moved over and the screen's warping. Alright, this looks like a conference room. I'm having work flashbacks to going to... I guess I've never been to a convention for, like, fun, but I have been to conventions for work. And this room reminds me of a convention room. Whoa, that was neat. I just had to line up the picture to make this thing reality. And it makes that satisfying sound. Oh, and then I can use this to get up there. There we go. It's a totally underfunded convention at the Flamingo Hotel. 100%. Yeah, I guess the last convention I've been to, not in reality, but in a video game, was when we were playing that Thimbleweed Park. They had that convention for, I think it was just a Comic-Con kind of thing, just all kinds of stuff. Here's another one. We need to change our perspective to will into existence. Maybe I have to stand on this? No, it looks like there's like a plant blocking it or something. Oh, I bet I have to... There we go. We just brought this table right there. Now I can put the plant right there to finish up the drawing, right? Boom! Oh, that's so neat. Oh, look at that. There's something on the inside. Seriously, Invisible Llama. Every time I come to a new room, it tweaks the rules a little bit. It's so interesting. So I can use the different, I guess, platforms here to get even higher up. Oh, it's a little bit too far away. Let's get it a little bit bigger. Too big. Okay, that might be good. Oh, just barely. I love the relaxing music too. Okay, so we got to do something with this. You know what? I bet I have to be up there to get like a better angle at this to make it appear. Okay, so what can I grab? Actually get up there. Can I bring this thing with me? Yoink. Yes, we can. I have a feeling it's on this side. Oh, God. Oh, Yeah, I see some. I think it's part of the door right there. What? Oh, this is crazy. See, now, I don't know how, I guess, similar this is to Portal, where there's like a set, series of rooms and puzzles they expect you to go, but then you break out of that and start messing with them. I don't know if we're already doing that, or if this is still, like, part of the game. Like, it feels like we broke out, but I don't know. This could all still be part of their plan. Yes, it's very much Portable crossed with the Stanley Parable, which I love both of those games. Oh, here we go. Here's some more lore.
Hello, my name is Dr. Glenn Pierce, and I'm just popping in to give you a quick update on where you are. We still don't know, but please keep moving forward, and hopefully you prefer frequent updates to being reminded that you are completely lost.
It's great. Thank you. Lucid dreaming. Please head to the exit to wake up. So helpful. We still don't know where you are. Thank you, Captain Obvious. So it does make me feel like we broke out of their series of tests and they're trying to find us again. And we're probably not helping them by continuing to move. Yeah, Artho, I love all the creative ways of saying happy birthday. Look at the size of that pawn. Oh, you know what? I think I need to be up here to line that up correctly. So, what can I grab to help me get up there? Maybe one of these windows? No, but that is interesting looking. We have kind of a reflection in there. Oh, there's a cube right there. I almost missed that. Yoink. You know, you can't, like, grab onto objects to climb in this game, but if you're close, the game kind of gives it to you and you kind of scale it anyway, which I appreciate. So if I go across this, we should be able to line up that pawn. And then grab this, I'm guessing. Yoink. That outside? Or is it fake? It looks like we're outside. I hear crickets. That's a good sign, right? Now we're about to go right back inside. Oh man, I want to do something out here. I don't think there's anything you do with the crane. I said what I said. This is so neat. Oh, that's, I think, where we used to be down there. I recognize that hotel kind of layout.
Hello, my name is Dr. Glenn Pierce, and we still can't find you. But you should now have access to a series of elevators that should trigger your subconscious to gradually wake you up. You should also find a variety of emergency exit signs that should lead you to them. Will all of this work? Absolutely.
100%. What could go wrong, right? And Liam, luckily, how is it going? Thank you so much for the follow. Welcome to the stream. Watch as I slowly descend into madness trying to figure this out. Raiden, everything, John. Everything could go wrong. 100%. How's it going, Raiden? Good to see you, dude. Okay, we're back in the hotel. So a series of elevators will fix our subconscious, get us out of here. Potentially. Potentially. Okay, that's should be an elevator, but it's just boarded up. I feel like there's something to do with all of these reflections from the moon, but I'm not sure. Doing good? Just casual thoughts of, know how that feels. Oh, that is awesome. Liam, you just finished it? How did you like it? I'm usually okay at puzzles. Not great, but I played a lot of puzzle games. I do all right, but this one is so unique and interesting. I wonder if maybe I have to climb up somewhere to get a better vantage point. I haven't seen anything in here I can grab yet. Have you seen a lot on this before, Raiden? I haven't watched anything. I've only seen the trailer for the game. Yeah, I feel like they're trying to give me a hint with this lighting. Like the moon, maybe? Really? We can grab the moon? There's something on there. It looks like... It kind of looks like there's a radio on there. Oh, I put it back in the sky. I need to increase the size of this thing. Oh no, I'm grabbing things off the moon. There was a soda on the moon. Diet soda. We don't know what kind of soda, just diet. What is this? A door. What the heck? Oh, it's so cool. Okay, so we got a door to the next area, but I could have sworn there was like a radio on here too. Can I turn that on?
Hello.
There we go.
My name is Dr. Glenn Pierce. In the event that this elevator does not wake you up, please don't interact with anything that strikes you as psychologically significant.
Oh no.
As we will no longer have any way of controlling it. For example, if you see your parents, please punch them in the face as hard as you can and immediately run away.
What? Don't do that. That's a terrible idea. Yeah, because of course we can grab the moon, right? Makes sense. And why go to the moon when you can bring it to you? And you enjoyed the game because you can change the size of things, big to small. It's so unique, isn't it, Liam? I really dig it. So am I supposed to put this here? I guess it probably... Oops, I made it too small. It probably doesn't make a difference where it actually is. That's just so neat. Yeah, time to test if we're in a dream, huh? Babe, can you come here? Don't actually come here, babe. Don't get lost. What if there's a fire in the elevator? Regular person, 3 to 5 dreams per night. Beer fund, $5. Dakota. Don't meet sister-in-law. Some weird notes there. Alright, I hope this elevator doesn't catch on fire. Seize the day. Carpe diem. We also still have no reflection. Why is it loading backwards? What is happening? We're loading too much data. They did say 3 to 5 dreams per night. I think we've had 2 so far. I know, when a video game tells you to punch someone in the face, don't do it. Not in real life, anyway. Okay, we're back here. We've been here before. So far, it looks completely identical. what did we sign in those terms and conditions? I have no idea. Red soda. At that time, we only got one soda. These dream soda machines suck. They're always breaking down. You know, I did pull one of the fire alarms right in. Didn't make a noise, but I did get an achievement for it. Look at all those
This
pallets.
is an automated message for all patients who attempted to use an alternate pathway to access the next phase of Somnasculpt therapy, but who have become trapped in a dream state paradox instead. Your decisions imply a failure of orientation, which reflects negatively on the standard orientation protocol. You will rectify this failure immediately.
How? How do I rectify that failure? I'm not sure. Maybe I don't want to get out of here. Maybe we want to be locked up in this weird dream state. Pretty cool. Okay, so we need something to get up there. What is this drawing of? Wiring diagram. Bed ratting schema? Not sure what that is. Perception is reality. Your friendly doctor. P.S. We'll get through this. March 1991? Where were you in 1991? I'm old. I was 9 years old. There's a thermostat. You know, these things, if you would stare at them for a long time, usually you would start to see like some kind of weird design or something in those. They were kind of neat. I don't see anything in this one. Oh, no, Liam, I'm playing on Steam, actually. But yeah, most things except for the Switch, I think everybody else has achievements. I don't know why... Oh, here we go. I don't know why Nintendo never tried to implement some type of achievement system. That was interesting. There was a pawn on the other side. That's like a recurring theme in this game. Pawns. A schooner. Is that what they call those drawings, Artho? Magic eye drawings. That's right. You know, we used to have books or calendars of them, I think at school. And I used to always have a hard time seeing them. I could from time to time, but I didn't have like a foolproof way of do this, John, and you'll see it in like 5 seconds. Oh, the heck? That was like half of one. Can I grab the other half? You can. Oh, maybe I need both of them to get up there. I kind of want to get through here. There's a water fountain in there. I don't know if there's a way to do that. There's also like a skylight. What's the deal with that? You know, even if I made them big enough, I don't think I could fit through that. It looks really small. Maybe if I get right there, though. Let me try this out. Yes, Liam, I had the same problem. My vision would just start to go fuzzy before I actually saw anything. And Miley, how's it going, Miley? Good to see you. What elegance that of France. Wait, what is that? Elegance of France. Is that the music? Yeah, see, I don't feel like... Maybe I can get up there. Oh, I'm doing fantastic. I got a 4-day weekend. I'm in the middle of it right now. Life doesn't get much better. Looking forward to the 4th of July tomorrow. Some good barbecue, some beers, some explosions. Should be a good time. No, you are elegant. What does Keanu Reeves say? He says, no, you're breathtaking. That's it. I don't know if I can actually do this. I'm just trying as hard as I can to make it big enough. Oh, that's getting pretty close. And I actually... Oh, now I can't jump on that one, though. There we go. Oh, oh. Yes. I did it. Stuck. I don't know why I felt like I had to do that. Oh no. Can I jump back out? Maybe I'm actually stuck. There's a fan here I can't mess with. There's something like the cleaners would use, like for a mop bucket. I can't fit through there. Yeah, we got to make sure we're not sleeping. This is a nightmare. Oh, they should let you jump up right there. Okay, so maybe I need to grab this again to help me get out. Nope. Oh, what? Can I put it up there somehow? Now maybe I can jump up on there? I don't know. Oh, and Simon, thank you so much for the follow, dude. Welcome. As I break the game and get to a spot where I probably shouldn't be able to, I'm gonna... Crap. I'm trying to jump on this thing. I hope I didn't actually break the game. I mean, these games are kind of made to be broken, but you never actually break it. You just think you broke it. Oh my gosh, Spider Monkey, what the heck? What the heck? Spider Monkey 83 with the gift sub to Ring Banana. Thank you very much, Spider. I appreciate that, dude. Let me drop some tokens for you guys. And by the way, if you are subscribed to the channel, I don't advertise this too much, you earn tokens every 10 minutes you're here, whether you're subscribed or not. But when you are subscribed, you actually earn tokens twice as fast. And you can use the tokens to customize your little avatar at the bottom, which you get if you follow the channel. You can play sound effects with the tokens. We use them for giveaways, all kinds of stuff. Let me jump back here. Thank you again so much, Spider. Let's see. Oh, I'm doing fantastic, Simon. How are you doing?
Game over, yeah!
Just like that. There's one of the sound effects. Because I've broken the game, I deserve that game over one. Oh, can we make it? Oh. I feel like I should be able to jump on that. Oh, there we go. There we go. All right. Okay, so here I thought I was being super clever, making my way through there. Let us never speak of that again. Let's not go back there. Oh yeah, and when we drop tokens in the channel, everybody with your little avatars, you can type !jump and try to time it right. Your character will jump up and grab that thing. And then that's more tokens you can use to spend on your character, sound effects, all kinds of stuff. Now, if you're here quite a bit, very persistent viewer, you can earn enough tokens to vote on the next game we're going to play. And we've done that many, many times in this stream. It takes a lot. It takes 4,000 tokens right now, but you can absolutely do it. I think we have like 7 or 8 viewers that can probably request a game at any moment. Oh, and Relentless, you're already halfway there. Nice. Oh, Sheely. How's it going, Sheely? Good to see you, dude. And you're feeling awesome today, Simon? That's good. Are you any plans for the 4th? Actually, anybody. If you're in the States, do you guys have plans for the 4th of July? I know, Llama. It's been a very long time, but it's good to see you again. Glad you could drop in. Luckily, your tokens, they never expire. Now, if you ever change your Twitch name, let me know, because I need to transfer the tokens from one to the other. It doesn't happen automatically. Ooh, do not cross. You know we're crossing that, right? Question is how. What is this sign? It looks like you're falling, but it's an exit sign? Caution wet. Oh! There was a hole underneath this. That's kind of cool. Okay, I really got to get past that do not cross area, though. It's teasing me. I can put my object beyond there. There might not be a way for me to fit through there, unfortunately. All right, well, let's drop down there. Yeah, living on a prayer, right? Just got creepy all of a sudden. Oh, we can use the flashlight. That's cool. Oh, there's a puzzle piece over here. And a chessboard. I can't move the chessboard. But I can move that piece.
Professional tip: the average adult can only withstand 3 to 5 dreams per night. Once this threshold is eclipsed by entering more dreams, your mind will suffer an explosive mental overload, reorienting you for the emergency exit protocol.
I don't want that.
Please subject yourself to explosive mental overload.
That sounds like terrible advice. Please subject yourself to explosive mental overload? No, I don't want to. Oh, Miley, thank you for jumping in and saying hi. It was good to see you. Have a fantastic weekend. Happens all the time. When you least suspect it, right? And Sheely, nothing going on for the 4th? You're vaccinated and everything, but socialization still seems a bit much right now. Isn't it? It's still... I don't feel super comfortable going out and doing a lot of stuff. Yeah, I got vaccinated back in April. Well, April was my first shot. Second shot in May. But yeah, we're just going to do some small stuff with the family. Just going to go visit my mother-in-law and have a barbecue there. I'm looking forward to it, though. I love how this game handles shadows and everything. Oh, you're going to be back when your mobile is charged? Nice. All right, we'll see in a little bit. We have probably about 2 hours left of the stream, so we'll still be on, hopefully. Of course I have to break the soda machine. I want a green soda and a mini soda. Ah, it's already broken. We used to get like 2 sodas from those machines. Now we only get 1. I always feel like I need to fully explore these areas because I feel like I can go forward without actually doing anything. So it's like, am I missing something? I don't know. There could be an achievement. I don't know what it would be. Well, look at this one. This one's all warped, and it's got apples on it. Making sure I'm not missing something. You went through it once? Never again. No more mental overload. Sometimes you don't get the choice, unfortunately. It just happens. Got too much going on. Whoa! I can't grab those because they don't actually exist. They're just painted on the wall. I love the perspective they do in this game. Employees only. What if we look down on them? Nope. Still weird. Can't go through that door. Now, of course, some of these rooms, they don't even seem like they're puzzles at all. It's more just like world building. You go through a hallway, get to the next puzzle. I feel like there's something to do with that skybox. Whoa! That's cool. Oh, look, the icon changed. It's like finger up and a finger down. Are they all like that? Okay, I should be able to jump up there now, but what about the other ones? Oh, maybe I can make my way up there. I don't think so. It looks like it's too far away. I might be able to make it. Oh, not quite. That was so close. So yeah, maybe I crawl across this, and then I can jump over there, but that looks like it's too far. Oh. Maybe this needs to go a little bit higher. But then I can't jump on it. I don't know if that's it. Let's see, can you move things while you're on them? Oh, I didn't even think about that. No, it doesn't look like I can grab it, unfortunately. What if I put that there? I don't think that makes a difference. There was something on there, though. Maybe there's something... Oh, it's like a blueprint. Maybe that was the only reason to go up here, was to draw that blueprint, although I can't tell exactly what it is. Let's see, there is a soda achievement for completing the game in less than an hour and 30 minutes and beating the game with no time limit. That's the one I'm going to do, Liam. No time limit. This is definitely not a speed run. Okay, I'm going to try jumping them one more time. I don't think you can make that jump. You know what? I bet there's also an achievement for pulling every single fire alarm. I'm not sure how to reach that one. Although, even if I got up there, I wouldn't know what the point is. There's like no exit or anything. My guess is it's just that blueprint you had to find.
Please note that a reluctance to volunteer for the risks associated with explosive mental overload implies a misunderstanding of all other solutions, all of which are far more traumatic and likelier to result in catastrophe. I am not capable of suboptimal suggestions. Please exit this dream as soon as possible.
I love that term. I am not capable of suboptimal suggestions. I wish I was the same. There's a rubber ducky in the water. Where'd you go? This is awesome. Rubber ducky. Oh my gosh. That almost killed me. I love how bouncy it is. I mean, there's no reason for that. It's totally just for fun. That's cool. Oh no, it just fell apart. How about this one? Oh no. Oh, do I have to stack these pieces maybe? If they get really big... Oh, I might be able to just... like, make a ramp. Poosh, piece of cake. That one's easy. Yeah, Liam, I bet a speedrun of this game would be really fun to watch, because they would have to get perfect at adjusting the perspective and placing items really quick. Yeah, I wonder what the world record is. Although, kind of like Stanley Parable, this game is really good. Whoa! For probably one playthrough, and then you don't want to play it again for like 5 years. Once you've kind of forgotten all the quirks, then you can go ahead and play it again. Okay, so we got a ton of these blocks I can use, but you only really need one block. Yeah, earthquake caused by giant rubber ducky. News at 11. That's a big block. Oh. Oh no, I didn't mean to go that far. Where the hell am I? Did I just die? Is that going backwards? I can't grab these pieces. I don't know what just happened. You do, Rainbow. I remember when people found that achievement out. You start the game, and then you just don't play it for, I don't know, 2 years or something like that, 3 years, and you get an achievement. That's so funny. This is new. Dream layers of the mind. You are here. People only dream of ordinary objects. Boring. Testers so far: Jonas Dawson, Arthur Willis, Jojo Smith. How cool would this be if they were able to read like your gamer tag, your Steam name or something, and put it right here. And there's a Bart Blagov, and looks like he got crossed off. Emotions, expectations highly affect dreams. 5 years. My gosh. That's a long time to just let it sit there. Although, I have a ton of games I haven't played in 5 years. Relentless. I like big blocks and I cannot lie. These loading screens are pretty neat. Okay, that was 3 dreams completed, I think. Now it's 5 a.m. How many times are we going to snooze this? This is almost when I wake up for work. Almost. I usually wake up at about 5:30. And I hates it. I think this all looks the same. Rest in peace, poor Bart.
Hello, my name is Dr. Glenn Pierce, and despite touring the Waterfall Serenity Zone in the previous section you've just completed, you may still be experiencing feelings of worthlessness and self-doubt.
Every day.
Why do I feel like everything is going wrong, even when the sun is shining?
Maybe because it's too hot. The sun can be really painful. Of course we have to break the soda machine. Let's go baking soda and random soda. Oh, we got 2 out of this one. How about red soda? That was too much. I just realized this. There's a little sign right here that this light blinks red, and it says no service ever. I guess you know you're done. Just cute little additions like that. Oh, it's kind of like foggy looking, isn't it? Hmm. Oh no. Are we about to have that mental breakdown? Oh! Okay, game. So now we're playing PT. I see how it is. Everything just got really creepy. I don't like it. I can't really see anything in there. It tastes like red. Cherry, strawberry, or just red. Notice, emergency generator this way. Generator? Oh, because we got to get the lights back on. That makes sense. A road closed. Detour. What road? What road are you talking about? This is getting creepy. Yeah, here's the photosensitive stuff. Watch out. Oh. It just stopped. And the door closed behind me. I can't go back. There's something to grab right there. I don't know what it is. Is this like a repeating room? There's a bunch of stuff knocked over in here. Oh no, not repeating. Okay. Do you remember the first time you saw a game that had physics like this? Where you could brush up against something and watch it wave? I just thought little things like that in video games are so cool. I'm not sure what the first game I saw do it is. Probably like on the original Xbox or maybe a PC game around that time. Did not expect that. That was pretty cool. I was trying to peek in the door. I looked at a scary handprint. And then the door just shut on me. Nope. Don't like that. Artho, what were you talking about this game not hurting our hands? I'm not so sure anymore. Danger. Electrical shock hazard behind door. Disconnect power before condenser fan grill. I have, Liam. I never streamed those games, but I played both of them years and years ago. They're so good. I love Portal. Stanley Parable as well. If you like this game, Liam, you should definitely check out Stanley Parable. So you still think about how Rosangela left footprints in the stone black hole? Yeah, I know, especially with like a retro game like that. Just neat little details. You had a meatball sandwich and made a mess. How dare you, Spider? Leaving these handprints everywhere. Oh, I didn't notice that. There's also blood all over the floor. I mean, meatball sandwich. All right, well, let's just keep on going like nothing ever happened. It's such a satisfying sound. I like it. Yeah, we just pick the hand up, put it back on, like Ethan. We're good to go. All right, emergency generator still this way. It's getting creepier. The door just slammed on us. A row? Oh, it's a dead end. Murder, 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 murder. But on Sunday, beans. I mean, I was going to say, this is a pretty accurate schedule for the John Cadius stream. Don't you guys agree? Pretty much every stream there's murder, murder, murder. But on Sunday, and that's John time, because I don't stream on Sundays, it's time for beans. What the hell am I supposed to do? I can't grab this thing. This game is getting really creepy. Can I grab the lights, maybe? I can't grab these lights. You could stream beans. Yeah, you could have like a chili cook-off or something. Bean tasting. I don't know. I'm not sure what this room wants me to do. Oh, that sounds like super fun, Ring Banana. Enjoy taking your dog to the dog park. I'm sure pups will love it. Have a good time. And yeah, depending on how long you're there, we could potentially still be online. But have a fantastic day if I don't see you again, Ring Banana. Hope your dogs have a fantastic time. Alright, this thing's weirding me out. I'm thinking maybe I need to line up something. Oh. I would have sworn I just saw a hand icon appear. Did I? Maybe not. I can go this direct. Well, what the hell? There's another room here. Hold on. There is no hints at all that there's something there. I just started walking backwards. And boom. We're in a whole nother hallway. It's not a repeat. It is different. Okay, let's see if we got some more beans this direction. Poor Relentless. You got a paper cut trying to open a cookie jar. Wait, a cookie jar? How'd you get a paper cut? I could see if you're opening like a cookie box or something and like your hand slipped. That's right, I got a paper cut from the freezer trying to rip some ice that had like from liquid kind of like solidified on the bottom. I was trying to get my fingernails underneath there to pry it off, and I guess my hand slipped or I had too much pressure and just slid right across the ice. Got a nice cut on there. Vortex Queen, how are you going? Long time no see. What is up? Look at all the diet soda in here. Oh, it was some foil underneath the lid and you're trying to tear it off. Foil can wreck you. 100%. Oh, I'm sorry. That's no good, Relentless. Paper cuts are the worst. I can't seem to move the diet soda boxes. Oh, you can fit through there. Okay. It seemed like I couldn't. Oh, no. Oh, no. We got more blood. Or more of Spider Monkey's meatballs. It sounds weird when you say it that way. Murder and beans, murder and beans. Was this the door that just slammed shut? Not sure. So we're going to keep following the trail of blood. This looks like it could be a big drop. Oh, yeah. At all the blood there. Meatballs. Let's check the sides. Maybe there's a like bridge or something? I don't know. Oh, here we go. Be careful. All we can do is look at the shadow. Crap, that's a dead end. Can I make that jump? I might be able to make the jump. I don't think there's any other way to go. So yeah, we're gonna have to make the jump. It's so hard because I can't see ahead of me. Here goes everything. Oh! Nope. That did not work. Where am I? Oh, good. We're right back here. Okay. That was kind of cool. Ooh, have you realized if you remove the T from diet, you're left with die, as in murder, as in Spider Monkey's meatball sandwich. Oh, Rainbow, you just ordered some food. What did you get? You know, every time I end the stream, I am starving. I have to immediately snack. I try not to take food breaks while I'm streaming, and I have a decent-sized breakfast, but I'm still really hungry right afterwards. Let me try walking all the way to the edge here and then jumping. Oh, we made it. Just there. Where the hell? Where did the bridge go? There was just something there. Chicken curry and rice. That sounds fantastic. We had Asian food last night. We had pho. Love Vietnamese pho. Okay, we got some more blood stains. Yeah, we're losing our mind.
Hello, my name is Dr. Glenn Pierce, and I'd like to talk more about the feelings of worthlessness and self-doubt I mentioned before.
Tell me more.
You feel this way because you want the kind of happy life you see all around you. The kind you know everyone else is enjoying. And that's exactly why we're here to help.
Plot twist. When you see people having just the happiest life ever, that's just the only part of their life they portray. They don't share the bad stuff. Oh, nice, Rainbow. Yeah, we're big fans of pho. And it's one of those things my wife can eat very easily because she can't have gluten. And typically the pho restaurants I've seen anyway, they use rice noodles. So it's very easy to get pho gluten-free. Oh, I thought that was a person for a second. That might be another pawn. Yeah. So you gotta wonder, what's the significance of all the chess pieces and pawns? Are we the pawn? Are we being used for something? Is this actually intended to help us, or are we helping somebody else? Oh, crap. I don't like those doors closing when there's no music, no sound, or anything. Scared wave. Hey, Cloud Villers. How you doing? Welcome. I know, this game is getting creepier and creepier as we go. Alright, I'm just going to walk into the darkness, I guess. I like to do it backwards, so I can see something. Anything. Oh! Oh, this is cool. Okay, so there's a sign to go this way. Oh, there's like stairs here. This is so trippy. We have to use the only light source in the room to navigate the rest of the way around here. There we go. That was kind of neat. Oh yeah, there's soda machines everywhere.
Warning. You were advised to subject yourself to explosive mental overload by descending into additional dreams, but have now descended into a dream within a dream instead, disorienting yourself even further. You are responsible for failing to make this crucial distinction.
Sounds like Inception. Dream within a dream within a dream. The only significance I can think of the soda, when I think of soda, I think of caffeine. I think of staying awake. So maybe the soda represents like him trying to wake up, you know, or we're trying to get out of this state. I don't know. And there's also a lot of work visualizations. We see a lot of offices, hotels, conferences. So that might be significant too. Okay, in the past, I could grab these things. Can't grab the boards. I can grab the sign right here. Oh, we can use this as a light source. Maybe we can find another exit in this dark room. I don't see anything. You know, I don't know if I've ever had a lucid dream, Hasifa, where I feel like I'm in control and I know what's going on. I rarely remember my dreams, though, unfortunately. See anything? Maybe I have to take it out here. There's something I need to light up here. Oh, it's this dark room over here. I didn't even know I could go this way. There we go. It looks like I should be able to jump up there. Can I use these boxes? I need to make this bigger. If it's bigger, do we get more light? Okay, I can jump right there. There we go. Can't make that jump. This is weird. Vortex, when you think of soda, you think of hiccups. You know, I rarely get hiccups from soda, but spicy foods. Spicy foods give me the hiccups so quickly. I think it's like an allergic reaction to certain kind of seeds. All right, we made it. And you remember when you were a kid, you were dreaming that I'd be cool and I'm going to fly. Flight dreams would be so much fun. I don't remember ever having a dream where I was flying. Let's get a random soda. And water soda. I'm trying to break every single one of these machines. Right, Cloud? Make it bigger. These soda cans, you can get big pretty quick. And I love how the sound effect changes too. Notice every time it drops, it sounds larger. Just gets a little bit deeper every time. Okay, we got more blood. Fantastic. Another exit sign that I can take with me. Maybe. I can't take them through these doors. If we can pick this up, we got to use it for something. Ah, thank you, Relentless. At some point, Cloud, I think because of the perspective, you just can't get it any bigger than the room. It just kind of hits like a maximum threshold because you can't get your viewpoint anymore, but it can get to the point where you can hardly walk around it. You have to shrink it just to move. Wonder if we're supposed to jump up here? I guess I'll just explore this room first. See what's over here. So much diet soda. Oh, we can't go this way. It's a brick wall, okay. I was thinking maybe I could take the sign through one of these windows, but I can't grab it from this side. I still feel like I need to get it through there somehow. There's no other exit, though. I could also potentially use it to climb on top of something. Oh, there's something up there. Oh, that's why we need the light. I couldn't see it in the darkness. That's pretty clever. I like that.
Did you know that unintentional multi-dream layering occurs in less than 1% of patients? This correlates strongly with the 99% of patients who are able to follow simple instructions from the standard orientation protocol.
So you're saying we're the 1%. For the first time ever. We're in the 1%, guys. Can't grab the knife, but that kind of freaks me out based on all the blood we're seeing and murder. I wonder if I'm supposed to... Oh, I can grab the flashlight, though. Oh. What the hell? Where did the knife go? I just turned off the flashlight. I can't turn it off again. I don't like that. I don't like that at all. Hey, welcome home, Tajay. Nice. How long of a shift was that? You must be exhausted. Maybe the knife wasn't there. Maybe, I mean, this is a dream, allegedly. So, yeah, perhaps it was just in our head. So, there's another handprint right there. I had no idea this game had any creepiness at all. From the trailer, it just looks like a fun, quirky Portal type of game. But it's definitely getting creepier the farther we get. Idea. Oh, this is the generator we've been trying to get to. Turn the lights back on. Looks like the IKEA logo, doesn't it? Let there be light. We got music again. All of a sudden, it's not so creepy. Not so creepy. I mean, there's still... It's not blood, guys. It's just red paint. Just red paint. They're trying to paint this entire area. Oh, can we go out that window? There's a bunch of windows open. I wonder if I can move something, make it big, and try to climb out there. I also kind of want to check to see what's over there. It just might be more boxes. Oh, just over 4 hours today? Okay, this is a nice small shift. But now you're stuck with tomorrow as well, and your normal hours, Monday, Tuesday, will be finishing the week at 60 hours. Oh my gosh, that's a lot. Ajay, I'm so sorry. And you have to work tomorrow. What time do you get off? Do you get to celebrate the 4th or do anything for that? Yeah, I don't think there's any way to get out those windows. But at least we know it wasn't blood. I don't know why it was talking about murder, beans, and they're a knife, but I think they were just painting. I feel like we've seen this before, but I don't recognize that one right there. There's a little block with a pirate hat and a sword. It says, "Arr, I'm a pirate." Where's Spider Monkey? Order more red paint. But most of this looks the same to what we've seen before. Hold on, I missed the music already. Ah. And then, creepy. Just immediately creepy. Oh, well, that's good that you would get off early enough to do something if you wanted to, but I can see how you might be too tired to do much of anything. Are those avocados? What is that? Need to sleep. Too many. How many? Cloning? Biggest question. Which is the real one? Order longer freezer flaps. Self-doubt, worthlessness. Promotes heart health, anti-cancer, blood sugar regulation, potassium, anti-inflammatory. I think that's an avocado. I don't know. Yeah, need to sleep. Could definitely relate. You froze your tongue, Cloud. What were you doing? You having some ice cream or something like that? Oh yeah, enjoy avocados. Do you guys like avocados? Avocados are definitely a not for everybody kind of thing. Homemade ice cream. Ooh, that sounds good. What kind of flavor did you make? Oh, that's another one down. Oh god. Shut up, shut up. Got a lot of these, okay. So it's 6 a.m. And the last thing we saw was talking about cloning. Funny, now we have like 6 alarm clocks, or... Yeah, 6. What is going on? I do love avocados, but it's definitely not for everybody. My wife makes a fantastic guacamole. And you first started eating avocados when you visited Mexico, and you get them as side orders for, or get them on the side of food orders. Yeah, anytime we go to a Mexican restaurant, usually they give you some kind of avocado in something. On the side, in it, whatever. Took 3 presses to break this one. I have to break it every time. I mean, some people practically need 6 alarm clocks just to wake up. I know I have to snooze mine a few times. Get out of there. Okay, so what's going to be special about this time through? Oh, they're locked down. Look at that. They're like screwed to the floor. We can't pick up the pawn. We can't pick up the dice. And why does it have apples? That's kind of weird too. Interesting. Okay, I can't pick these things up. So this whole thing was talking about cloning. Am I supposed to clone them somehow? What if one of these apples was like real and I could pick it up? Just trying to think of what kind of weird stuff they might do. I can't grab the sign. Maybe I missed something back here. Oh, the door. We can take the door with us. That'll teach you. You can't stop John. Yeah, you definitely need to add some stuff to avocado. I don't eat avocados by itself. Oh, interesting. You change radio stations. It's very quiet. They're all very relaxing songs. How many do they have? Oh, it's like some lo-fi music. Let's go to lo-fi. Definitely changes the vibe a little bit. Okay, well, figure we can move. The hell? I'm creating duplicates every time I do it. This is weird. How many can I do before I break the game? Of course, I was going to immediately do this. At some point, it has to stop working because I doubt my computer could handle all of these things being rendered at once. My hand's going to get tired of clicking. Let me see how fast I can do this. Hey, I got an achievement. You guys couldn't see it, but the achievement said, "Why are you like this?" I can't create anymore. Oh, that was cool. That's a good question. That's a good question. Why am I like this? I don't know. Same thing here, huh? All right, I'll show you. I have to use 2 hands to do this. One hand to hold the mouse down, and the other one to click as fast as humanly possible. Ah! I think I'm creating like a staircase, kind of. I'm surprised it doesn't like break my computer trying to render all these. And we're done. Perfection. My hand hurts. That's a neat little solution to get up there, though. I like that. And there's really no way to screw it up, because eventually you would create a mountain to climb anyway. That's got to be the toughest part with this kind of game. Create these puzzles without allowing the player to wreck it, to the point you can't continue. There was that one time I jumped behind those big walls, and I really thought I was stuck. I wasn't sure I was ever going to get out of there. Oh gosh, invisible. Now count the doors.
Attention. Dr. Pierce requires you to note the following risks of dream overexposure. Significant memory loss, both quantitative and qualitative. Hallucinations of dreaded or annoying objects. Unrealistic beliefs about the lengths of hallways. And other side effects which have not yet been discovered or which cannot be understood.
I already have the memory loss, so we're halfway there. Oh, I hear another alarm. Now we're duplicating these things? Oh, that's fun. I also can't grab them. Everything's duplicating. Oh no. We can't turn off the alarm, can we? We're going to duplicate the alarm too. Good. I created so many that it can't make alarm sounds anymore. You can pick these up, though. Let's create a mountain of alarm clocks. Eventually, we'll be able to get back up there. That might be enough right now. I'm not sure. And Sashima, things around you seem familiar. Nothing in this game seems familiar. Perhaps a past life or faded memory. You search for a purpose while wandering these changing halls. The gentle sound of a piano forever nearby, trying to lure you to drop your fear. But you know to stay vigilant in this land, as around any corner could be your final fate here in the land of Joncadia. Thank you, Sashima. It's good to see you. How are you doing? Oh, Invisible Llama. I couldn't imagine trying to count those doors. That would be a nightmare. And I can't move the doors, so I think it would be technically impossible, because when they were really tiny, there were so many underneath the pile, you would never know how many there were. Right click to return. Does that like undo everything that I did? I don't necessarily want to do that. No, that was fantastic, Sashima. I like that one. And Relentless, if you were a game developer, you would create multiple achievements for copying those things and make it into a story. Like, please, we're so tired. Achievement, we've been programming these blocks for hours. Please, we just want to go home. And I haven't seen my wife in months. Why are you doing this to me? I love that. Yeah, make it its own little story. Have a plot twist in your achievements. Okay, I think we've already seen this thing before. Oh, that looks weird. Moving back and forth. What the hell? You guys see that? Can you see that? My cursor has changed. It's no longer like a little pointer or dot or whatever. It's a happy face. Do you guys see that? It's hard to tell, but it's like a little tiny smiley. It's weird. Yeah, just like that, invisible. I don't know what that means. Wait, now it's back to a pointer. The hell? What What caused that? Was it looking at this? I'm so confused. I don't know why that happened. It's back to normal now. That was like a little blink and you miss it kind of thing. Here's the apple we've been seeing all over those dice. So if I move... I can't move it. I can duplicate it. Okay, we came from there. So I guess I'm trying to remove this thing in order to get to that door. Do I have to drop an apple on the apple, maybe? There we go. That works. And Maya Gidoki, I might have butchered that. Let me know how to pronounce that. How is it going? Welcome to the stream. Yeah, I'm thinking that's the way we need to go. I don't think these other doors work. That was a clever little puzzle. You just have to move it without actually grabbing it. Let's go back to the lo-fi song. Okay, this is new. We have a fan and a really long staircase. I bet the fan will push the apple. That's my guess. But I want to check this out first. Oh, maybe I have to get the apple up here. Wait a second. I can't grab these apples. I can only duplicate. I'm losing my apples. I was trying to like duplicate them until I got all the way up here, but that might not work. You're looking forward to Monster Hunter Stories 2 to come out on the 9th. Is that the Switch one, Sashima? I've only played Monster Hunter World. If I click it really fast, can I get one over here? I cannot. Can I push one? Maybe I can push one across. I don't even know if I can actually... Oh yeah, you can push them. Yeah, let me try to push one myself. Oh, no, 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 no! Let me try blocking it. Hopefully... the fan can't push it past me! No, I can't do that either. Oh, and if you right-click them, that brings it back. That's what the right-click to return means. Maybe we can move the fan. It looks like it's... Is that on a swivel? Can we move the swivel? No. Doesn't seem like I can affect the fan. This is an interesting puzzle. Okay, here's a big one. It's a little too heavy for me to push too fast. I'm going to try to push this past the fan. I can't even move that. I need a bit smaller one. Here we go. I can't move that one either. That's weird. I could have sworn I could push him earlier. Zoom. Okay, here's a question. What's down here? Maybe we should go check it out. Oh gosh. Let me see what else is up here. There might be something that helps me. Nah, just the exit. What if we build the apples behind the fan? Maybe I can duplicate up and over the fan? Although they're getting really tiny. Look at these little guys. By the time I get it over here, it might be too small. I can't make any more. That's probably not it. It's got to be something with the fan, right? If it's not plugged into anything, I can't, like, turn it off. Or unplug it. It's moving. Very slowly. I wonder if it can push the heavy ones, too. I'm going to try to keep it from getting pushed back. It's a slow process, but it's going. Oh, no, you don't. Oh, so close. That can't be the solution. Can I out-click the fan? I'm going to see how fast I can get there. Nope. It's way faster than me. Okay. You know what they say. Curiosity killed the John. Let's see what's down here. Geronimo! Right back behind this. Can we build up? I mean, technically, but that doesn't really help us. This is a tricky one. You know, sometimes when I was duplicating things like those alarm clocks, I was able to move it, like within space. As soon as I click it, I could grab it. This one, you can't do that. Oh, does it turn off the fan? No, it looks like it just opens the door. That would be fantastic if that also turned off the fan. But it's still working pretty well. You notice the color of the apple changes as I pull them towards me? They're not all red. Some are kind of like yellow. Now they all look red. Are you making me a liar, game? Yeah, see, look, there's like yellow ones too. I don't know why they're different colors. Sometimes they are, sometimes they're not. Can I use this? I don't think I can get it close enough. I'm trying to bring them closer, but it's hard. Even if I did, it probably doesn't weigh enough to hold down the button. That would be so funny if this is a solution. I'm getting closer. It's not super effective, but we're getting there. I just imagine a developer dropping in and watching me, just being like, what the hell is this guy doing? Okay, it's kind of turning a little bit. Let's go this way. I'm scared I'm going to hit my limit of how many duplicates I can do. Oh! It's jumping closer. No, this way. This way. Come over here. Okay, I'm going to stand on top of it. Come on. Come on. Come closer. Almost there. Is it on the button? Not quite. It's on like the side of it. Yeah! I don't know if that's the right solution. I kind of seriously doubt it. It's holding the button down. Oh man, if I right-clicked right now and undid all of that. I have to watch a walkthrough of this game now just to see the proper. That can't be the right way to do that. I'm gonna take my solution. but it worked. Oh my gosh, that is ridiculous.
Warning. Dr. Pierce is frantically submitting numerous spelling and grammar mistakes into the standard orientation protocol in a desperate attempt to counsel you. I have no subroutine to correct these errors, but I cannot compromise the integrity of the standard orientation protocol. You will not receive these messages. They would not make sense regardless.
Oh, I want to hear them, even if they make little sense. I want to hear the messages. I can't believe that worked. That was ridiculous. There has to be a more sensible way of doing that. It just wasn't clicking in my brain. But hey, if it works, it works. Talk about brute forcing a puzzle. that might be the best example of brute forcing I've ever done. Maybe it is the solution, but it seemed very long-winded. You know, like, I still can't believe that worked. Somnosculpt Gallery. What does that say below it? Sleep time? Sleep clinic. That's what it says. Oh crap, I just blocked the door. Well, I guess I need to bring them in over here and give myself a way to jump up there. Let's get some more of those. Once we make a nice ramp, then we can get them all gone and jump up there. There we go. Go back to the apple. How come? Or did you have a better idea of what to do? Oh, it looks like there's something up there too. Do you know like the actual solution, Cloud? I'm scared to go back. I don't even know if the game will let me go back, to be honest. So, Liam, there is another way of doing it. If you get the fan to blow the apples into the green platform, the more you click the spam, the quicker they fly. Wait, so I just keep spamming the apples? Like, I was trying to do that, but I guess I wasn't doing it fast enough. And even that's not the right way? I'm gonna keep those there. I'm scared I'm gonna undo what I have. Or do I just keep clicking them this way until one of them gets blown up here? Like, look how close they're getting to hitting the wall. There we go, like that. Now we got one. Let's see, no more apples? You have to do it in the center. Like down here? I mean, I got one here. Wait, right click. I'm so... If you guys are messing with me and I have to go do the whole thing again. Let me go up here. I'm really interested to see the right way. Okay, so I'm going to right click, undo everything. Oh, center of the stairs. But then Tasha was saying go stand behind the button. Okay, so if I'm right here, we undo it all. Oh, good, I didn't lose those. Back up. Mother oh my god. It makes sense. It makes sense. Oh no, I'm just... This is my solution, guys. This is the John way of doing a puzzle. You get that little thing on there. Oh my lord. I'm curious if they've ever seen that before. I kind of want to... I'll take a screenshot of this. Maybe I'll take a small clip. I want a screenshot of this showing them. Have you ever seen anybody solve your puzzle this way? Because it works. Apparently, when you are this dumb, it makes sense to do it this way. That was ridiculous. Hey, no, thank you, Tajay. I'm glad to see that there is a clever way of doing it. And then there's the John way of doing it. They are nothing alike. One takes about 3 clicks in a few seconds, and one takes about 4,000 clicks in 10 minutes. That was ridiculous. You know what? I bet you could do the same thing here. Kind of. Well, now, I still think we need a lot of them here, but as long as it works. I'm just curious if they've ever seen anybody do that. I know sometimes when developers watch speed runs, they're like, their minds are blown as to how people, I guess, figure out their puzzles and stuff with doing it a different way, you know, breaking the game and doing it really fast. I did the opposite. I did it the worst way possible, and I'm curious if they've ever seen that way. And I'm just doing it this way because I know this does work and it doesn't take so long. Cloud, you can try. It depends on what the link is to. I think if you try to link to like YouTube or Twitch, it will work, but if it's outside of that, it might block the link. But yeah, you're free to try to drop a link. A third comment on a YouTube video, this guy gets the apple from the button with 1 click. Everyone else spanned 1,000 apples until they filled the room, or used the fire alarm and made a tiny billion pieces. Oh, good, Taji. So I'm not the only one. It does happen. The John way of puzzling. There we go. Perfect. Thank you, Cloud Veilers. No, I definitely, I was going to say I wanted to give that to the developer, but it seems like I wasn't the only one to come up with that stupid solution. That was so funny. Oh, man. Very on brand. I can't make this up. It made sense to me. Okay, is this the same thing we've seen before? Yeah, there's the pirate guy. I feel like it changes a little bit each time, though. Maybe this one's the same, but sometimes they've added a few things.
Attention. Dr. Pierce continues to input significant errors. I will interpret his basic ideas. Hello, my introductions are redundant. I am a real doctor who went to doctor school.
No, you're not.
VR has never been a mistake. I can help you, but I also do not know how. Transmission ends.
That was a weird one. VR has never been a mistake. Are we not in a dream? Are we in a simulation right now? This one can create more soda. Wait. It's not a soda. That's not a soda. It's a soda machine. The soda machine dispenses soda machines. Unfortunately, you can't get soda machines from your duplicated soda machines. That's awesome. You know we gotta max this out. Yeah, sodaception. We need to go deeper. This game is wild. How big? Oh, there goes Georgie. I think my wife just got back with groceries. Oh my lord. That's about as big as you can make a soda machine. Hi, Georgie. Thank you for barking. Georgie's just like, I'm protecting you. Hey, buddy. Mom almost... Your mom home? We need it bigger. I don't think I can. I think if I do it anymore, it's just going to stay about the same size. That's going to kill me, isn't it? Yeah, I think that's about as big as it gets. At least we got away from all the weird red paint, fingerprints, that kind of thing. That was kind of creepy. Oh, we got another radio message.
Hello, name is my Pierce Dr. Glenn. To the Somnosculpt Welcome Experience, team of your care leader, patient years 10 development. Conditions struggle you whatever with? Professional invention. Edge science with cutting, a tomorrow can bright. And buts, no ifs, or look good.
Now it's getting all mixed up. This is what she was talking about, trying to hide the broken messages. He was like kind of talking nonsense. Very scrambled, yeah. Oh, I don't like that. Okay, I might have to close my door in a minute. Let me try to tell him. Georgie's lost his mind. I'm gonna go close my door. Give me just 1 sec. You guys can study this creepy picture. Georgie, it's That's pretty much exactly what Georgie is thinking, Relentless. It's like, quit existing outside of my house. Hopefully that muffles him enough where you guys don't hear it too much. The only problem with closing my door is with all my lights on and my computer playing the game, it warms up in here pretty quick. Okay, so what does this say? What if I forget to set the alarm? 208. Beep, 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 beep. And the emergency exit looks like a death trap. I don't like it. Phil's Friendly Family Produce. Farm to mind, mind to heart. Okay, that's, I think, 5 dreams. I think the game said that people typically have 3 to 5 dreams per night. I wonder if we're nearing the end. 7 a.m. Okay, this is different. This does not look like the hallway every other time we've been here. Here's some music. Online purchase request form. Glenn Pierce, that's the guy we've been hearing on the radio. Facts, what am I, made of money? Yes, don't tell anyone about this. So what is he buying? Relaxation gas, plywood sheets, Uncle Julio's rice pudding, anti-vib pads, and fire extinguishers. We've seen a lot of those things. All right, I feel like we're walking into a massage parlor or something. Whoa, look at that. Looks pretty cool. I want to go in there. Can we sit down? And we get a soda? That's weird how it goes to that like no signal image for just a brief second. Whoa. Okay, before we go through the exit, what's down this way? About us. I can hardly read that. Hello, I'm Glenn Pierce. Semniscript? Let me see if I get a better angle. I wish I could zoom it in. Just barely. Oh, that's the company name. Is a company that strives to better mankind through the use of dream therapy to better understand how to solve people's problems. Once we got the kinks worked out and received the proper funding, the world as we know it will be changed. Our mission. Is perception truly reality? That's the question you are trying to answer. Our dice exhibit will astound and amaze you beyond your brain's cognitive limit, thus opening your mind up to new possibilities found within the dimension. What does all of this really mean? We don't know, but that's okay. We're working on it. It's like that classic quote, scientists never thought, can we do it? They should have thought, should we do it? Or something like that. They're just experimenting on things maybe they shouldn't mess with.
Hello, my name is Dr. Glenn Pierce. This is a notification that you have reappeared on our monitoring system after a prolonged absence.
Hey.
Please continue to do whatever you did most recently, and discontinue whatever you were doing immediately prior to that.
I mean, what? I had already finished what I was doing, right? I don't get it. Oh no. We can't get out of these hallways. Oh good. Here's the office. This looks more familiar. Only one soda now. What a stingy machine. That's just a big drop. There's nowhere else to go. Geronimo! This is a really big room. There's like a dollhouse over here. Oh, but if we make it big, we can go in the door. Boom. Uh-oh, did I make it too big? I can't actually reach anything. How's that? I think we might reach it now. There we go. I can't get any soda out of that one. I need to make the house just right. This bed is too small. This bed is too large. How's it going, Coffee? Now, I love your name because I love coffee. I've already had my coffee for the day, but sometimes I have a second one at night if I'm going to stay up late. Like last night. Oh, wait. That just spit me out the other side? The heck just happened? No, maybe not. I don't know. Soda denial. Hold on here. This way. Okay, this is where we need to go. But it's so tiny. I guess I need to increase the size of the house from this side. Yeah, now we're drinking soda. I actually don't really drink soda. I used to drink it all the time, but I went on a diet, lost a ton of weight a long time ago, and never really picked up soda again because it's such an easy way to have a ton of calories. But I do drink soda sometimes if I'm having like a mixed drink or something like that, but not usually by itself. Okay, so now that we're really small, we should be able to get through that door. Does it, coffee? I know some people coffee does help them sleep. It's kind of funny, like for most people, I guess on average, coffee wakes you up, alcohol and downers, slow you down. But some people, coffee actually relaxes them, slows them down, and like alcohol and things perks you right up. I think it's something to do with metabolisms. I don't know the science. Oh, I can't actually listen to this radio. Is it just me, or is the music getting kind of strange? Okay, it almost sounded like the piano player was making mistakes. That's awesome, Rainbow. You took a soda break and did a 5K walk? That's incredible. Okay, I feel like we need to follow this cord. Oh, we got another clue.
Hello, my name is Dr. Glenn Pierce. In addition to continuing and discontinuing as mentioned earlier, please also disregard any unsettling experiences that you may have recently had. Everything should have now reverted to being soothing and therapeutic.
Yeah, I doubt that.
If this is not the case, you may be receiving this message in error.
That's clever. Oh, thank you so much for the follow, Coffee Now. I appreciate that. I want to call somebody. Help me! Help me! Did you finish this game? Yeah, this is my first time ever trying it. It's super cool so far. It's not even plugged in. That looks like it could hurt me. Am I supposed to plug it in? I ain't touching that. It's a really loud light. Okay, back to relaxation. Perfect. What is that noise? Sounds like a helicopter? Or some kind of fans or something? I don't know. Oh, here's a fan. That's awesome. Nice and tiny. Huge fan. Can I use this to blow down that door? I need to get up there somehow. There we go. We toppled the Jenga. Okay, that's really loud. That was pretty clever. I like that. Caution, wet. It doesn't look wet. Yeah, that door looks a little too small. Actually, all of that looks a little too small. Oh, I picked this up? I grabbed the entire window. Can I jump in here? Whoa! That's neat. Hey, I think I actually made it the right size on the first try. That was completely by accident, but you gotta make sure you make it big enough to fit through here. This looks different. It's like we're in some kind of weird gym or something. I don't know. Like the locker room. Oh, look at that. It even goes up there.
Hello, my name is Dr. Glenn Pierce, and I'd like to read you my favorite inspirational quote by me. The worst thing you can do is focus on negativity. It won't spare you from the cage of death, the pain of disease, the cruelty of time, the cold shell of human nature, or the eventual loss of everything you've ever held dear.
Jeez.
Whatever you do, don't focus on that.
Yeah, that's a pretty good... I mean, yes, but man, does your quote get dark. Don't focus on that, guys. That's terrible. You might have been able to simplify that a bit. Make it not make me focus on it so much. A bounce castle. Do you guys like bounce castles? We went to a bounce castle at my brother-in-law's house for his daughter's birthday. Not too long ago, they rented one. And man, it was one of those bounce castles that had like a slide that goes down to another section that was also blow up. But it was connected using like Velcro. And whenever we were loosening the connection, because we were just too big for it, I don't know if you can see it anymore. It's still a little red. I have kind of some scarring. But yeah, we got torn up doing that. It was pretty fun. So I need to get in there somehow. Is there a way to climb up here? I don't think so. Oh, there we go. Oh, not quite there. I need to find the happy medium between me being able to jump up here and also climb inside. Oh, not quite. I feel like, though, as soon as I make it too big, like so big that I can't climb it, then I can't get in there anymore. Like that. It's just a little too big for me to jump up there, but it looks like I could fit. I wonder, maybe I'm supposed to make a bridge to get up to the side and then mess with it. Oops. Oh, here we go. Oh, come on. You're so close. Hey. Oh, was there a plank? Cloud, I'm just like, what's the worst, most convoluted solution to this puzzle? Because I'm going to do that one. Time and time again. Oh, we're going through some, like, AC It's like, oh, we're outside of it now. Wait, what the hell? Oh, I need to get up there. Okay, so what do I do? Make this... Do I bring this with me? I need to make some kind of bridge to get up there, right? Yeah, because now these two doors are connected. Oh, I see. I just have to land it right there. Oops. And then I can just walk right through. Stay. Stay. I'm not sure where the exit is. Check this out. Oh yeah, we got it. Nice. Oh, that was clever. It is the John way.
Hello, my name is Dr. Glenn Pierce, and I'd like to thank you for triggering every single one of our 823 emergency protocols.
Fire
This will
alarms?
assist us greatly in improving the system for future patients. Congratulations. Anyway, you're now headed in the right direction, and we should be able to initiate the emergency exit protocol shortly.
It's like I'm beta testing their system. I'm breaking everything, and they are thanking me for breaking it because it's going to help them fix it for other people. Oh, check out this keyboard. It's all the same key. It plays chopsticks. Wait. That's probably the only song on piano I can play. I actually do know chopsticks. I love how they end with a big boom at the end. Oh no. I love these quotes. I don't know how they would have tested that. They would have to have think to break it that way. I broke it naturally because I'm just that good at failing. It's just how I work. I actually don't know what the natural speed of chopstick is. It's like dun 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 dun. And whenever I would play it, I keep trying to go faster and faster and faster. Looks like there's a big keyhole down there. Are these two doors connected? I think so. So, can I put one up there? Need to make it smaller first, don't I? Try this out. Turn it a little bit. There we go. Whoa, look at this. Huge chessboard. I can't actually grab the pieces, but it's really cool being so small. I'm really glad, Relentless, that you guys suggested that we create that quote system because it's been so fun. Oh no! Luckily there's no falling damage. We are so tiny right now. Tiny phrases would be so proud. Like it's taking a significant... Oh, let's grab this house. I have a feeling we're supposed to bring this over here. The hell? It just got stuck. It's not even falling. Is there no gravity here? There we go. Oh, hey there. That was weird. It just got stuck on something. I don't know. I kind of want to see what's over the edge, but this place, it takes a while to even walk there. Small Cadia, exactly. I'm getting towards the end. You can't even tell I'm moving. There we go. What's in here? Nothing much. Another side office room, storage space. I don't know. Did you go with a really difficult version? How did you solve it, Coffee? You can jump, but pretty naturally, just a little tiny jump. Yeah, let's get in here. I feel like we're going to be so small. Oh, jump down there. I'm assuming that would kill me, Cloud Villers. Oh no, I think I'm too small. Let's try to make it so we're normal. There we go. That feels better. 5 to 6. Wait, 5 to 6 dreams is the absolute limit. And I think we're going to be on the 6th dream pretty soon here. What's the emergency protocol to the emergency protocol? Who watches the Watchmen? Functioning overload, C++. Yeah, I know some C++. Volume of a cuboid, long volume length. Oh, now they're doing some coding. Return 1 times B times H. Volume of a cube. Oh, so this is like the math behind some of their stuff. That's cool. So you made one doorway very big and placed the other one on top of the big one so you could walk. Oh, that's pretty clever though too. So you were able to just like make your own platform and then put the other door on top of it. Thank you, Spider. I think we got this. We might beat it this stream. I think we're getting pretty close. Meeting for Cardboard Lovers Association. That's cute. That's cute. I want to read what was on the agenda below, but it was too small. It's loading from both sides. 3 a.m. again. It was like 7 a.m. not too long ago. I think that was the last alarm time. The heck is going on now?
Emergency exit protocol initiated. Please prepare to conclude your Somnasculpt experience in 10, 9, 8. Error. Error logged by.
Orientation protocol.
Stand by for analysis.
Oh, so we're actually not near the end. When I always look up how long a game is typically to beat. And I think when I looked on howlongtobeat.com, it was saying this game is around 2.5 hours. So I was expecting, if we stream for 4 hours, I could potentially beat it. But maybe not. I mean, I do usually lose like half an hour in the beginning just to, you know, do our intro and everything. Oh no.
Error
Okay,
analysis complete.
is this
You are
paint
exhibiting
again?
signs consistent with an increase in fear, hopelessness, and frustration. This is inconceivable, as Somnasculpt therapy is proven to correlate with a decrease in these emotions.
I love this. They say you're experiencing this. That's impossible because our system doesn't do that. Maybe you're wrong. Oh, there's like an old school work punch, like time clock thing. There's some stairs that lead to nowhere. About 4 to 6 hours. Okay, so yeah, it could definitely be. That's actually longer than I expected, which I appreciate. We played this game called. Oh, I just got a soda connoisseur achievement. Nice. Yeah, we played this game called Erica not too long ago, and it was actually like an hour and a half long. It was actually really short. Ouch. I don't think so, Cloud. Every time I've picked up a can, they've always sounded completely hollow.
Hypothesis. Patient was improperly oriented. Conclusion. Impossible. Reformulating.
I love it. Yeah, what just happened? Impossible. I think you're wrong, computer. I think you're very wrong. I feel like we're in a maze.
Improved hypothesis. Patient requires additional Somnasculpt therapy. Conclusion. Emergency exit protocol cannot proceed. Emergency exit protocol has been emergency destroyed.
Wake up, wake up, wake up, wake up, wake up.
Instruction. Continue with Somnasculpt therapy indefinitely on an independent basis, as all orientation resources have been exhausted. This concludes your standard orientation protocol. Goodbye.
How do I get out of here now? Oh! Back at 3 a.m. again. That was weird. That was the first one that didn't actually have really any puzzles. It was just the system breaking down. That was weird. Okay. I didn't get very far that time. Everything's going to crap. What the... Definitely feeling alarmed. I get less far every time. Shut up! Oh, God! I totally lost my control. It went like sideways. That was weird. Did we wake up? Son of a... Here's another alarm clock. Shut up! It's getting creepy again. I don't like it. Notice there's no boarded off area this way. It looks different. Awesome. Nowhere to go. We just go back to bed. Let's just go back to bed. Can we actually get in bed? That would be funny. Whoa! There's like a room in there. What the hell? I can almost go inside. Maybe I can't use the bed. Maybe I gotta take it out here. Yeah, look, we're almost able to fit in there. I don't think I'm supposed to be able to. Let me try one of the other ones. Oh, that might be the only one I can grab. Like, I can't make it much bigger than that. Let's see how big we can make this. There we go. I was just not quite there.
Hello, my name is Dr. Glenn Pierce. Thank you for completing the Somnosculpt Standard Orientation Protocol.
I thought we broke it.
Before you begin the first phase of therapy, I'd like to briefly describe the finite and fragile nature of the dream state.
We just lost him. He was trying to talk to us. He got cut off. Yeah, this is one of those games. I think watching a speedrun would be a lot of fun. I don't want to speedrun it, but I would love to see someone finish it in like 20 minutes. Really neat, isn't it, Spider? It's so trippy. Now, some of these games, like if you've ever played Layers of Fear, the puzzles are real basic and simple. This one... Whoa! That was a trip. This game actually has some really unique, crazy puzzles. Alright, everything is completely sideways. Can I go this way? Or like going into the ceiling? That's a... Oh, look at that! There's the cheese block! I can't actually do anything with this. This is interesting. I wonder if I was supposed to find this on the ceiling. Like, I'm pretty sure we're just supposed to drop through that door, but it's cool to see what else there is first. Alright, here we go. It's so disorienting. You know, I was thinking initially this would be really cool in VR, and I still think it would be. Oh my gosh. But at the same time, it might make people sick in VR. This weird changing gravity sort of thing. Am I supposed to make like a big bridge to there, maybe? Can I walk up that? No, not quite. Maybe if I'm further away and it falls further down. No, no, no. Don't fall on me. Fall the other way. Can I push it? It's just completely straight. Yeah, it was a neat little Easter egg, wasn't it? There we go. That's still a little too... What's the word? Too vertical. Can't quite walk up that. Ah, we're getting close. We're getting close. You know, there was another... Oh, wait. Oh, I'm supposed to go down. How did I miss that? This is so trippy. Oh, that's like the skybox that's fake, but there's a crack in it. I like the music they play here. It's kind of foreboding, but kind of sad too.
Of course, nothing is more challenging than the difficulty of changing perspective, of fundamentally altering your perceptions in a way that will enable you to face dire, trial-by-fire scenarios with solutions that could not be found otherwise.
I mean, that's pretty poignant. I like that. Ring Banana, welcome back. How did the dogs enjoy the park? Did they get to meet some of their other doggy friends? I don't know if you meet the same people there every time you go. Yeah, I can't take the light with me. Looks like I could jump in there, but you know me. I gotta try to break it first. We go this way? Anything in the darkness? Doesn't look like it. Okay, we'll go the way they want us to. She loved it. She got to meet a lot of friends, and then she got a puppuccino at Starbucks. Aw, we do that for our dogs sometimes. Also at In-N-Out, if you have one locally, they can give you a puppy patty. I think you have to pay for it, but they just give you just a piece of meat, nothing else. Okay, if we change our perspective here, I should be able to grab that. Right about there? Not quite. Oh god! Oh, you tricksy developers. I wasn't paying attention to where I was walking. I was too busy trying to line things up. That was cool. Oh, we got a spiral staircase here. Okay, we need to get it really large to reach up to the top there. Whoa! That's so awesome. Oh my lord. Music's picking up. What is happening? Oh, I can pick up chairs. Oh, I can move all of this. Oh, here's an exit. This is getting crazy. Exit temporarily moved. Oh, come on. Oh, we can go this way. Perception is not reality. Dead end. Stop. Yeah, they're just having all kinds of fun with the mechanics. I love it. All of these things just make me realize how clever developers are and how how much of a better designer they are than I could ever be. Why is it binging every time? Hall 3. All 4. How far is this going to go down? Oh! Got a weird bad beat that time. We're back in Hall 1. Okay, this is a puzzle somehow. Still says Hall 1. Okay, what are we missing here? Say, can we go backwards? I was thinking I could jump up there. A perception is not reality. I mean, the exit shows this way. It's saying it's a dead end, but we should not believe that, right? Music's getting crazy. There doesn't seem to be anything I can grab onto. Exactly, Green Banana. I've actually never seen that movie, but I know about the character and all that. I really need to see 2001. Maybe I need to not be looking forward when I go through it. What if I'm not paying attention? Ah, look at that. Now the exit actually points this way. Okay, I'm not doing something right, but there is a trick, I think, in where you're looking when it goes. Perception is not reality. So if it says the exit's that way, I should go the other way, right? Without looking. Oh, and then that's dead end. Okay, now it says to go right, so I should go this way first, right? Dead end. Now it says go that way. I'm going to go this way. It says go this way. I'm going to go the other way. It says go right. I'm going this way. I don't know if I'm able to look at this or not. It's the same perception. I think like looking at something. I thought maybe when I look at it, I screwed up. Here we go. I know, Relentless. It's definitely one of those classic movies that's high on my list I need to watch. You could probably stream it somewhere, can't you? Oh, rubber duckies. They're bringing back all of these different things. That was Hall number 5, the last one. Oh, I can't grab the rubber duckies. I can't grab this. This music is getting intense. If there's a wrong way to solve it, Rainbow, I will find that way. Oh, you know what? I bet I can jump in the water, though. How's it going, Disney? Glad you could drop by. Good to see you. Oh, it's not actually water. Either that or we're Jesus. We're walking right on it. Oh, was it on Netflix for you? Wait, oh, now my cube's up there. And there's a happy face. We saw that happy face before. Our our little cursor turned into a happy face at one point. That was weird. Road closed. Detour says that way. This is a puzzle game. This game is wild, Disney. It really messes with perception and how you view reality. It's really cool. Broke that one. I already got the achievement. I probably don't have to mess with it too much more, but I still like to hit every soda machine.
Finally, while we respect the unique progress of every patient, you must understand that it is possible to completely exhaust your supply of dreams.
What?
Thereby entering a state in which you will not be able to wake up, even with the help of triggering mechanisms.
That is terrifying. Imagine running out of dreams and you cannot wake up anymore. You just go into a coma because you ran out of dreams. Okay, so this is going to go there, obviously. How dare you, developers? I broke it. I broke the puzzle. Wait, can I take this one here? There we go. Okay, good. That was so funny. I tried to drop the puzzle piece and it got attached to the wall. It's Pneuma? Is that how you say that? Pneuma? Breath of Life. I've never heard of that game, Liam. It's kind of weird like this. The game is just baiting me like crazy now, Elegant. I love it. Good to see you, Elegant. How's it going? Every puzzle makes you think you're doing one thing and totally tricks you. Okay, so we're going to drop down this way. Which way is right side up? I think it's this way. Hard to tell. Oh, you can't look at the light. Is it like a horror game, Liam? Because I do love me a good scary game. Oh, here's another blueprint. I'm assuming there's some kind of achievement if you find enough of these blueprints. They don't seem to do anything. I think it's just like a collectible. Okay, so this should be like super easy. Hell just happened. Everything changed. Okay, what's this way now? Oh, that's not a portal. It's nothing. It's just a little hole in the wall. Okay. Yeah, as soon as I grabbed that cube, everything went different. Oh, there's our bed again. Hold on. Oh, there we go. It wouldn't let me walk over that. Look at all the avocados. We are in the dice. Oh, I was gonna say I don't see the big apples anywhere. I like the music for this scene. It's very intense. Okay, how is this door gonna mess with me? Oh, I can't actually open it, but it looks like we can fit up there. So let's grab the dice. Yeah, so Disney, in this game, you see this dice, it looks like this. If I were to take this dice and forget what I was saying. I don't know what just happened. I grabbed the dice to show you the mechanic and then something weird happened. I don't know where I am. I guess we'll go down this way. Is this the exit? I hear an alarm clock. Nothing means anything anymore. Okay, here we go. Perception is reality, and I am surrounded by elevators. I'm gonna go with this one. Oh, crap. This one. You know what? I think I need to follow that sign where it said perception is reality. Okay, this is where we started. Let's go in this one. Oh, perfect. Thank you, Liam. Yeah, I was going to say, we also have a Discord server. I'd have to create an invite, but that'd be the best place to give me suggestions for games. Just because when I'm done with my stream, then I go hang out with the wife for a while. My memory's not that great. It might be gone. I don't see another sign. I thought maybe there might be a trick to following the signs. Just keep going this way for a while. How many elevators? Oh, there's an arrow. There's no more arrows. Thank you very much, Relentless. Yeah, if you'd like to join our Discord, definitely the best place to drop me a suggestion. We even have a suggestions channel. Not just for games, but even like features of the stream. Do you know of like a new like mini game we can play beforehand or something like that? Oh, now it's pointing this way. Here we go.
Please listen carefully for the sound of an alarm clock, which will automatically play if you are approaching a destabilizing dream weight.
Well, I found the alarm clock. But before we do that, let's explore the room. It looks like there's a door right here. I see light coming from underneath it, but we can't go that way. I love this music. Boom, 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 boom. Okay, we'll do this. Oh, there. Whoa! There were no chairs? It was just a painting. Yeah, this game messes with your perception so well. StairCon. We got to go to StairCon, guys. Are we outside? Parking lot. As far as the eye can see. There's the moon. I guess I'm going to go this way. Go towards the moon. Whoa, whoa. That wasn't the moon at all. It was all fake. OJ machine. Let me let OJ and company get through all the advertisements. Nothing is real. Everything is fake, right, guys? Okay. Commercial, commercial, commercial. Probably advertising Monster Energy. Maybe Twitch Prime sub. I don't know. How is it going, OJ? Thank you so much for the raid. I appreciate it. How was your stream? Oh, you were playing Celeste? That was such a fantastic game. That was one of the first few games that I actually streamed on the channel. I think I played it back before I met most of you. But how did you like the game? Did you beat it? It is very tough. That is a game that if I was playing with a death counter, it would have been in the hundreds. I must have died at least hundreds of times in that game. But the soundtrack, the story, I love the pixel art graphics. Celeste was so, so good. I really liked it. MTXB, thank you so much for the follow. Welcome to the channel. You got to see the puppies. I am content. That's all it takes. Puppies makes everybody happy. And it is tough. Those cassette tapes are brutal. I did not try to do all the extra collectibles. When I beat it, I just kind of did the basic bare minimum to kind of get the credits and move on. But I could see trying to get all the extra stuff just being absolutely controller breakingly hard. This game, MT, it is hard to describe. So you're going to be very confused. We're all very confused. But apparently our character is in some kind of sleep study therapy. We're in some kind of dream world, and we're supposed to be changing our perspective, figuring out our problems, solving whatever's wrong with us. We don't know what is wrong with our character. But as we're getting through this game, reality is constantly bending on itself. You can grab items, manipulate them to get to new areas. It is bizarre. See what I mean? Like, I thought this was just a big parking lot. I started to go towards the moon. Turns out it's just a painting. There's nothing there. So let's try going the opposite direction. I really don't know what we're going to run into. You're right, OJ. You see something shiny, you have to have it. This is also a fake painting. Okay. But it looks like there's something behind the painting, doesn't it? Let's see if we can go towards this corner. Nope. That's a fake wall as well. Okay, there's only one direction to go. And it's probably going to be fake too. No jump scares. There's some eerie vibes, but no jump scares that I've seen. Well, no, I take that back. There was one. But it's definitely not a horror game. There's our bedroom. Okay. Yeah, this game is definitely not a walking simulator, one of those narrative-driven games without much, you know, interaction, it's definitely a puzzle game for sure. Still 3 a.m. Are we finally going to wake up? Whoa. The loading screen's getting all bent out of shape. Okay, this is different. Every time we hit the alarm clock, we were waking up in the same room. Now we are in a completely different place.
This is highly unusual. It appears you have entered the Somnasculpt diagnostic framework. Patients do not have access to this dream.
We should not be here. What the hell? There's like shops here. Yeah, so these little tiny things right here, you can grab them and change the size of it through your perspective.
Diagnostic warning. Unrealistic use of dream objects may result in dream integrity fail states.
See, now I've just made it big enough where I can actually walk in there. But what about this direction? Conception? Can't get in there. And this is walled off. Okay, so we have to go that way. No soda for John. This is the same room. What the hell? It sounds like somebody's banging on this place. Oh, there's a door back here. Can I get through there? Oh my gosh, it's shaking like crazy. I think because I didn't place it on the flat surface, it's freaking out. Oh. Mate. What if I put it back there? Because it's connected, right? If I put it back here really small, then I should be able to get to those other stores, right? Yeah, so if I go here, boom, now I'm in the little tiny world. Jungle's Bistro. I can't actually get in these other places. This one's closed. Come back later. So I might be able to use that trick to get someplace new, though. Let's see here. Where do we want to go? I wonder if I can fit through here. Is there anything else in this room? Doesn't look like it. Let's grab this. And we'll make it very tiny and try to put it near the window. Well, look at that. You can see the exit. That's cool. Now, if we go through here, here's the window. Oh, I can't quite fit through there.
Diagnostic warning. Paradox prevention protocols may not be fully implemented.
Oh, can I make it even smaller? No, we need it big enough to get back through. Where do we need this to go? There's got to be like another exit. Some small little thing we have to shrink ourselves, perhaps? Or maybe we need to get really big. It's fun just to toss that thing. What if we take it with us? If we take it with us through this thing, then what happens?
Please paradox from creating any refrains.
We broke it.
Explosive dream overload may result. Please paradox overload.
Whoa. Yeah, the game did not appreciate that. Everything's disappearing.
Please overload for team explosion. Overcall frame.
Oh, it still looks like we're holding something, but we don't. I think we broke the system. Whoa, look at that. Looks like something out of Minecraft, doesn't it? Before we go there, what's over here? That's the fake door we exited. This is just such a trip. I love it. Not an exit. I beg to differ. Oh, where is that? I don't recognize that. Oh. It's not actually there. If you look over here, there's nothing. Oh, crap. We're falling. Now where the hell am I? Oh, God. I guess just stick to the lights. Oh, I can grab it. There's another exit. Or not an exit.
Hello, my name is Dr. Glenn Pierce, and many years ago, I had a dream. I found myself in a place where I understood that each of us begins as nothing, where everything I perceived was shaped by seeing it exactly the way I wanted to. White space.
This game's gonna get very meta really quick. There's some cones in the distance. Deception. I love that. Not reception, deception. Oh, there's like something people sign here. I can't sign it. Okay, let's keep going this way. I feel like we died. Don't go to the light, John. Don't go. Oh, drop it in the recycling? That's a good idea, Coffee. I never thought about that. That might be like an achievement or something. Is that the first one I've actually seen in the game? I don't know. It is environment saved. That's the name of the achievement. Thank you, Coffee. That's clever. We did it. We saved the environment. That's all it took. Just one can. Oh, it sounds like it's raining, but I don't know. There it is. I was gonna say I don't see any rain. This game is wild. They really should make this in VR. It might be too much for some people, but it would be a really cool experience. Always try to go the wrong way first. Oh, there's like a loud buzzing noise. What is that? Oh, crap. It was like that fluorescent light noise. I hate that. Also, not an exit. Yeah, it's a box. Can't fool me. Okay, where can I go? I almost feel like I need to climb somewhere. Climb on the box? Can't open the door. Where is Christian? What's in the box? Okay, let's try climbing on these. Oh yeah, we can get some distance, but it's kind of a dead end. The music is really pretty. About this door? No. There doesn't seem to be anything I can pick up either. There's a mug. I feel like there's got to be something I can interact with. Where did it even come from? There's like a vent right there. Did I just like fall into this place? Can't quite reach that vent. What if there's like one filing cabinet I'm supposed to interact with? I kind of doubt it, but like, what else am I missing? Yeah, see, I don't see any hand icon popping up. That's the only thing I can play with is the fire extinguishers. It's got to be something to do with this. Like, nothing else is highlighted. Maybe you have to view it from a certain angle? Oh. Is there something above me that I'm missing? Oh, here we go. Perception is reality. Here's more of these books. First it is reality, then it's not reality. Which is it? What if you just have to like stare at this for a minute and then something happens? I doubt it. I can't mess with the light. This one filing cabinet is being shined upon. I wonder if there's something special about it. You can see a lot of stuff in the reflection, but I can't interact with that. That was difficult. That was pretty cool, though. Look at that. It's the shadow. The shadow it casts. It's actually not a wall. You can walk right through here. Clever game. Very clever. Let's go this way. There we go. That might have been the longest I was ever stuck anywhere. I feel like we're in some kind of museum or something. That's almost looks like we can go that way, but it's just a reflection. Maybe I need to look through the window and get a better view or something. Does that show anything? Maybe I need to line it up. Right there. Perfectly lined up. No. And this is weird. There's like a camera or light knockdown too. Oh, now we can walk through here. Maybe I could have always walked through there. I didn't notice there was something inside. Oh no, I can't reach. How dare you tease me like that? What the hell? Can I walk on this? It is a block. Okay. That was cool.
But in white space, I also faced the greatest challenge I could imagine. Because with a lifetime of life itself behind me, and all of the weight that it carried, I realized that seeing things the way I wanted to was not as easy as it used to be.
It's really neat. We're not so much, maybe it is ourselves, maybe we're this guy talking, but we're almost getting like this guy's analysis and going through all this kind of therapy. Okay, there's an exit sign pointing over that way. Random trash can. All right, let's go that way. We saw this out of a window earlier. I remember seeing this big orange tower. Or, no, that's one of those construction barriers, isn't it? Just huge. Look at the size of that light switch. Okay. Oh, we're moving again. We can go upstairs, but there's no stairs there. It's just like painted on. And I can't go any further that way. I keep walking that way. Arrows pointing everywhere. Oh, you know what? I'm going to try tracing this wall and see if there's a secret way back there. It doesn't seem like it. What about this wall? No, that seems to be a dead end too. Okay, I thought maybe there was like a little gap there. Can I jump on it? I didn't try that. No. These last puzzles are getting really tricky. I can't grab it. It's also very interesting that it just shows arrows to the sides. Like, what's the significance of this design right here? You know, it's hard to see, but I can see a faint line of the wall right there. Not going to help me. It makes me feel like I need to walk into this darkness somewhere and find another exit. Something to do with how I look at this, maybe? I'm so blocked in this room, though. I can't do too much.
Rage.
Oh, dear God. Spider? I don't know, guys. I'm feeling kind of stuck. Yes'm. How are you doing, Spider? Do you have some fun plans for the 4th? Doing some barbecue? Nice. Yeah, I'm not doing barbecue here. We're going to some barbecue at family's house. It should be fun. What if I could jump on these things? Can I jump on the signs? No. Yeah, if anybody knows, I think I might need a lifeline, because I have completely run out of ideas. I have nothing to mess with, so I can't... What do you call it? Brute force this one, I don't think. You can walk through it! Ah, you game creators, you. You have to go on the other side. Okay, never mind. We got this. Do you guys do anything on the 4th of July in Canada, Ring Banana? I wasn't aware of that. Oh, crap. I figured you guys might have like a different celebratory day for, you know, the country getting started, I guess. Oh, we're back in these areas again. Which way do I go? Are they the same way? They look the same. Oh yeah, it's like a big loop. We got to start all over, right? Oh, on the 1st. Okay, so you guys celebrated just 2 days ago, right, Ring Banana? But you are saying you still want to do something on the 4th? And how is your, I guess, Independence Day celebrated in Canada? Do you guys do fireworks and that kind of thing? Or do you have some other kind of tradition? Oh, I see. You live in Canada, but you are from America. Gotcha. So when people hear fireworks going off on the 4th, they'll know you're American. All your neighbors. Oh, we can go through this wall. There we go. What was the point of that? Oh, I see a hidden door back here. Here we go. Oh, this looks like a weird, like, almost like for a movie set or something.
You're well beyond dreaming now, and further out than anyone has ever come back from. But we hope that you won't get discouraged.
Ah, we got this.
After all, if this is a place of pure perspective, isn't it also a place where a different point of view could make anything possible? Isn't that why you came here?
I mean, maybe? I don't think we actually really know why we came here at all yet. We're still piecing that together. Yeah, I just really hope no big fires start from all these fireworks going off. What is this? I can't even tell where we are. I see big water coolers. For the rest of this, I don't know what it is. Is that a rook? I don't know my chess, but I think that might be a rook. Same. Yeah, Ring Banana. At least in California where I'm at, we've had no rain at all. But I know for some folks, like poor Skywalker, he's about to get flooded. He's like more worried about storms and all that than anything else. Oh, now we're on a giant chessboard. Boom. I love that. Boom. Let's try to get them to stand up. There we go. Oh, that's cool. Look at that. It's like it inverts the colors. Oh, crap. I think I screwed up. Do I have to use this to test these out? So if I put this on the black one, I can stand there. Oh, you can't walk on it unless there's a piece there. I get it, I think. So now I walk on the white one, grab the black one, put it there. But you got to be sure you walk on the next one before you grab the previous one. Otherwise, you could fall. An entire town got burned down? Oh no. Was this like a... Like there was people living there, or was this like a ghost town kind of thing? That sucks. Okay, we're getting close. Hope that was enough. Made it. Oh, that was clever. Okay, I see what looks like 2 exits. I can't walk through there. We're gonna try... It's too big, though. So she said, I can't reach that. How is this gonna work? Oh, can I put it through here? Oh, when I put it on the other side, I can then walk through. Now we take our cheese. Oh, we got to put that through too, right? Now we can make a ramp. Boom. Let's see if that's close enough. That was a fun puzzle. I like that one, Coffee. 250 in the town and 1,000 in the greater area. Oh, still, I mean, that is really tiny, but man, imagine 250 people's homes being burned down. Whoa. Okay, that's a trip. Can I walk on all the black spots? Okay. Wonder if I have to find a specific spot to drop down. Oh, it changes every level. So like this level, you can stand on the white blocks. And the one below that, you can stand on the black box. So do I just have to keep going and looking for an exit? Or maybe there's a particular block you need to actually drop down. This thing could just go forever. Back in the day, games had limits. Now they're so tricky with the programming. This could just go on and on and on. Oh, I think we hit the bottom. Here we go. Jeez. Holy cow. Will that mess with your vision? That's trippy. I think each wall is a duplicate of what we see. That's neat. We can go this way. Talk about like a house of mirrors. Oh, it's a cube. And we can move it. Look at the size of this alarm clock. Oh, we fell right through it. No. It's almost 8. Time to wake up. Time to wake up. That's trippy. I miss the soothing music. We're back here. Or not. Wait a second, we've been here before. Oh, Tajay, I bet. Sorry
My name
about
is
that.
Dr. Glenn Pierce, and by now you may have realised that all of this has happened exactly the way it was supposed to. You see, everyone who comes to the Institute does so because they feel that they are no longer in control of something important to them. But more often than not,
Just changing
the
scenes.
problem is not that the problems we face can't be solved. The problem is that we become so afraid of failure that we refuse to see our problems from a new perspective. And so, we do the same things again and again and again. And therein, of course, we find exactly the failure we were looking for.
Get ready for a knowledge bomb. It's cool going back and seeing all these areas. They look different though. Like I didn't leave that there. Oh, there's the do not cross section. This is wild.
Your life will always be a struggle, and you will always have problems.
True that.
But today, you have the chance to see things differently. Even though it meant facing obstacles that seemed impossible at first, you thought outside the box, and you overcame them. Because you saw things from every angle, you understood them for what they really were. Because you kept moving forward, no matter how far off the path you were told you were headed, or how unexpected it became, you found your way.
This is really cool. I like this. Very motivational. I wonder if we're actually going to the actual exit now.
In a few minutes, you'll be back in the real world. And some part of you will say that none of this was real. So how could it have really meant anything? But just like the power of perspective itself, it will have been as real as you believed it to be.
That's
All
pretty
you've
sweet.
got to do is wait up.
That was where we started the game right there, where that piece of paper was. I think we signed that. Holy cow. That was an absolute trip. What did you guys think of that game? I really liked it. You know, now I'm trying to think of how would I order that game along the lines of Portal and what is the other one I was mentioning? The Stanley Parable. Like, honestly, it's up there. I think Portal did the puzzles potentially better, and Stanley Parable does the surreal stuff a little bit better. But this was like a marriage of the two, and became its own really cool thing by doing that. I don't know. It's hard to say like one is just clearly better than the other. I loved it. I thought that was fantastic. I'm really glad we played through that. So, coffee. An infinite number of mathematicians walk into a bar. The first one orders a beer. The second one orders half a beer. The third one orders a quarter of a beer. The bartender stops them, puts 2 beers on the counter, and says, "You guys need to learn your limits." I like that. And see, in Ring Banana, you have an idea what you just watched, or you have no idea what you just watched, but you liked watching it. Hey, that's all that we can hope for. I definitely like to find some unique, weird games on stream. We do a huge variety of games. We do some retro, old school games. We do brand new AAA games like Resident Evil. And then sometimes some fun, weird indie games like this one. Definitely made you think, see things a little bit differently. And I love the message that this game had. Now, Stanley Parable and Portal, they're fantastic games. But like this one was going for something a bit different. You know, they were really trying to teach you something and just kind of let you know that, yeah, you're going to have problems that seem like they're impossible. There's no way to get around it. You just want to be depressed and sulk and just, live with it. But when you tackle things from different perspectives, you can kind of solve almost anything, or at least get yourself in a better mind space to handle it, perhaps. And I like how this music we're listening to right now is the track I kept skipping to when we were playing with the radio. The kind of a lo-fi hip-hop kind of song. Superliminal is a game developed by Pillow Castle. I like that. That's a cute little logo. It's a little castle, kind of reminds me of Mario, with a huge pillow monster behind it. Thanks for dreaming. You're very welcome, Pillow Castle. Thank you for making such a unique and cool game. I got this in a Steam sale not too long ago, but glad we finally got a chance to play that one. That was awesome. Now, Relentless and Tajay, had you guys ever seen that game before, or was that your first time? Extra modes, you say? We do have to be wrapping things up pretty soon, but I'm curious what's in here. Challenge mode, developer commentary, and the workshop beta. Interesting. Well, what is challenge mode? Is this like a speed run? Like I'm picking up optical. What does that do? You have seen bits and pieces. I have only ever seen the trailer. That was all I knew, is that you could pick up pieces, move them around, and change like the size. Can't tell if this is like a speed run or not. Like this looks familiar. Oh, I get it. So you got to do it within a certain number of tries. One movement. Is that what that means? That's really cool. So they do give you some extra stuff once you're done with the game. So I picked up one object. I'm trying to remember where the exit was. Hey, we did it. There we go. And now we get to best news you've had in a while, Disney. That's exciting. What kind of news? Oh, that's jumps. Okay, I didn't notice that. I thought that was like the little guy escaping. So two grabs and 2 jumps. Oh, this is going to be tough. This requires you to do things like perfectly. So you grab one of these, rotate it. See, I need to make it as big as possible in one try. Not big enough. Hopefully that's big enough. Oh gosh. Now I have to jump out of here. I can't grab anymore. 1 jump. And 2 jumps. Oh no, I can't jump anymore. And I can't grab anymore. Yep. Oh, that's clever. Okay. So yeah, I get the idea though. That's pretty neat. I could see somebody that was like huge into the mechanics just mastering this. That would definitely take a lot of tries to get it to drop just right. But it makes me want to check out a speed run of the game and just see how perfectly they can play that. That was really cool. What a fun game.